Through the white winds, the shadows are calling. Frost on my breath as the night ignites. Ice in my veins, but my fire is burning. I ride the storm under silver lights. Witches brew, the night won't break us. Snow can't hide the path we take. Hear the howl, the storm can shake us, but we stand strong, we will not quake. Frozen skies and the moonlight's whisper. Magic flows through the winter air. Every step leaves a mark in a blizzard. Every spell sparks a brilliant flare. Witches brew, the night won't break us. Snow can't hide the path we take. Hear the howl, the storm can shake us, but we stand strong, we will not quake. Ice and ember, we'll remember. Cold forever, stand as one, we fall as never. Always never. Witches brew, the night won't break us. Snow can't hide the path we take. Hear the howl, the storm can shake us, but we stand strong, we will not quake. Fade on repeat. Stand strong over snowstorm. When we roll in our love cloud, we will not. But we stand strong over snowstorm, over snowstorm, over snowstorm.
She's there. You don't just see her. Standing in the background, never in the light. Always where the chaos breaks into the night. Watching every moment, listening to where you might think she's missing, but she's always there. Every step you're taking, every choice you make, something in the silence, something feels awake. She's always watching, just out of view. Every path leads back to you. Nothing here is what it seems. She's the shadow in between. Knows more than she's saying, sees what others don't, guiding without speaking, showing what they won't. Every hidden pathway, every whispered clue, maybe she's been shaping everything you do. Do you feel it shifting? Something's not the same. Every quiet moment whispers out her name. She's always watching, just out of view. Every path leads back to you. Nothing here is what
way the lights exploded, it's almost like we made something angry.
And what is up, everybody? Happy 4th of July. Happy Independence Day. Whatever you feel like celebrating today, we're going to celebrate it. But welcome, everybody. And for another giveaway, we're here to celebrate 4th of July, give away some more stuff, talk about some more and have some fun tonight. So hope you guys are ready, and welcome as always to my amazing panel who, like, we've really become a family, and I can't wait even when From's done with everything that we're going to do. So it's going to be a blast. So you need to stay tuned even after From. But as always, my fiery bestie, my awesome co-host, Miss Scarlet. How are you this 4th of July?
Doing good. Happy to spend it with you guys. Had fun today shooting some fireworks with the family, and I'm ready to do some giveaways.
I know it's gonna be fun tonight. It's gonna be so much fun. But it's raining here now, so I don't know if I hear fireworks, so I guess the rain isn't deterring people. But we'll see. But happy 4th of July, James. How are you this evening? How'd you celebrate the 4th? What'd you do today?
Mowed the yard.
Well, that's an accomplishment.
Yeah, I didn't do much for the 4th. I haven't done a lot of 4th stuff since I quit the pyro stuff, and sometimes I'll go watch a show, but I haven't in a few years even done that.
Do they put a good show on by you? My town, it's 50-50. Sometimes, like, there's years it's really good and there's years it's really bad. But New York City knows how to put on a fireworks show. They definitely go crazy. Any good shows by you?
Yeah, there's, the river, there's a lake there at the river, and they do it there. So the reflection on the water adds to it,
Yeah. That's where ours is by the water. It's pretty cool. But what about you, BabyKlay? Happy 4th. I know we were talking today. We was outside just dealing with that heat.
Right. It was hot as hell out there. How y'all doing? Thank y'all for having me on.
Yeah, you're most welcome. But I hope you had a great 4th of July so far.
I have. It's been safe. It's been hot as fuck, but it's been safe, and we've been chilling. Went to go see the fireworks. I hope y'all has been good too.
Nice. And I know your Toby shorts making people
They making
talk.
people upset. I like it.
Right? It's starting a conversation, but you got people thinking there.
Yep. That's what I'm here to do. I'm here to give people, while we on this break until season 5, I'm just giving people something to think about and something to talk about while we wait for the next season. That's all. I ain't come to start no shit.
Right? But it's fun to get people talking. Whether it's good or bad, it's still a comment. Right? It's still okay. And welcome, Jaxon. How are you on this fine 4th?
Okay, I'm doing okay. Thank you for asking, and thank you for having me also. And happy 4th to everybody
Of course.
on the panel and in the chat.
Yes. And speaking of our awesome, amazing chat, I saw we have a couple people with us tonight.
Let's see, we got Miss Caroline first and foremost. As always, welcome. Hope you're having a happy 4th. We got Steph hanging out with us. Happy 4th to you. Let's see, we got Jen hanging out tonight. Happy 4th of July. See, all the fun and festivities. We got Brooklyn. Welcome. And it's like, Percy. I'm sorry, Percy, because I already highlighted you earlier. It does that to me now. I don't like that new feature sometimes in StreamYard.
That it darkens them.
Well, it's like they're dark until I highlight them, and then it's almost like my eyes don't catch it as well. But yes, welcome, Mr. Percy. Yes, and happy 4th to you as well.
Yes.
Oh, hell yeah.
Right?
Talking about rolling, fireworks, and enjoy the show. Indeed. All the beverages and things.
So many things.
Yeah, welcome everybody. Lots of fun things to get into with you guys. Giveaways.
Yes. So tonight we're gonna just do a little talking first. We're gonna give, I guess, everybody. It is the 4th. It is that time. People might be watching fireworks, rolling in for fireworks. So we'll give everybody a little while to kind of roll in here, and then we're gonna start with the T-shirts and the bundle. But last night, if you won a T-shirt or the bundle, you're not allowed to participate in those in the beginning. But once we open it up to everything else, you are then allowed to enter. We want to make sure we give everybody kind of like the same chance for the T-shirts. So if you won a T-shirt or the bundle last night, please hold off on entering until we're done giving those away. And we are only giving away to U.S.-based residents because shipping outside of the U.S. is. I wish it wasn't. I honestly wish it wasn't such a pain in the butt. But you would be surprised how many things have gotten lost or claimed by customs, never to be seen again. And I don't want that to happen. So unfortunately, right now, the giveaways that we do are for U.S. based residents. So besides that, I think that's pretty much all the rules. We're going to be giving away some more talismans, a couple more tea lights, a couple of more from lights, another fromly sign. So we have a bunch of stuff we're going to be giving away, and I'm pretty sure this isn't going to be the last giveaway. It will be the last giveaway for the T-shirts, but we still have tons of other items that we're going to see what we can do with some future giveaways before we're officially done talking about from. That's sad to say, right?
It's always sad.
Yeah, that kind of
But at
hurt my
least
feelings a little bit hearing that.
they said they're going to start filming within like the next week. So hopefully we might be getting from within the same time next year.
Nice.
Waiting 2 years.
I mean, it would be very
Did you
nice.
hear
I
about
mean,
that,
especially
James?
if they seem like they know what they want to do.
You're typically on top of all the interviews and stuff, right? And like they I think they're going to start filming relatively soon. No?
I heard some of the actors are
Yes, I
already
believe the
there.
summer. Oh, they're already there? Oh, yeah, because, July. Yeah, they said they were going to be, I believe some people were going to be there in July, and then summer is when they said was the approximate that they were going to start. So, and we're in July. So,
Yeah.
yeah, I can see that happening. I can see that. So I see it coming next. I wouldn't be surprised if they could hold it till Halloween time, but I honestly wouldn't be surprised if it's about the same time last year. I mean, this year that we got it. That we got it this year.
Yeah. I think it's going to be about the same time next year.
Well, what makes this show, I think, able to do something like that is they're not like a Game of Thrones. There's not heavy CGI and editing that has to really go into play. So I think that might help them being able to do it in a year compared to something like the Game of Thrones or Stranger Things, or well, there was other things with Stranger Things, but you know what I mean. I don't think there's a lot of like the CGI aspect to it.
That's true, and I honestly think that they had this planned out because they never really start in the time frame that they did. They usually start like Halloween time or in the later times of the year. So I think they planned it to do that.
Well, I think they also did not like filming in Canada in the wintertime. I think they did not want to do that again. So I think because it was Canadian winters are harsh, and we know a cold winter here in New York. And you go further upstate, no, thank you. I don't know how
I
they do
agree.
it.
It's like that. I agree. It's like that here. And the further north, like you say, gets colder. I don't want to be in that.
I can barely survive when my thing says feels like it's -20 outside. Like, yeah, I'm good. But yeah, so I guess we'll just start whatever. Is there anything specific you guys want to start talking about, or when it comes to from? I know we were talking a little bit last night about the website, and then James brought it to our attention that there was a disclaimer at the bottom, and it's not actually an MGM sponsored site, that it was a fan made site. So knowing that now, does this kind of change anything for you guys when it comes to what we've seen on that site?
Yes, 100%.
Well, no, there's two different sites too, Dan. There was an original, and we talked about that too. There was an original one. You guys in the Discord, I think it was MG put it in there. The original site that James had talked about how it was, I guess, not active anymore, and that's where those one the I guess the Victor drawing came from, as opposed to the new site that we were checking out.
So the
Okay.
Victor drawing that was in the
That they had to
season
get from
3.
the coding.
Right. I mean, that's when you had to do you had to go to the computer, you had to see the flood flash, and then they send you to a different part, and then you answer the question or whatever, and they send you to Victor's picture on a different. Yeah, I did that. I remember doing that. So that picture right there, it was on a different website that is the one that you're currently talking about now.
There's two different sites.
Okay. Okay.
And that's where a little bit of my confusion came in as well. There's two different sites from what everyone was after the stream last night. Let me go back into the Discord and see, guys. And again, thank you guys for see, where was it? Was it in theory stuff? It's somewhere in here. I gotta find it. Here we go. Images. Yeah, Nick L and I believe MG Merkin clarified it. There's an original, and I believe James had talked about that too last night. There's an original site that basically is no longer doing anything, I believe. And then there's this new fan-made site. But even when I originally was trying to figure it out, because I put in the new site into like the AI when I was asking, trying to like click like see if it was real or whatever, it brought me to the stuff of the original site. So there's where my even super confusion came in, because I was thinking it was one and the same, or maybe they just changed like the address or something. But no, they're two totally different things. One was an MGM site and one was not.
Because I mean, that was an interesting stuff they gave us there. But now knowing that it's not from officially from MGM, but it does plant the seed, so it's like you can't go back and unsee it, right? So is there anything from there that you find the most we got stuff, just little tidbits that they said? Does that change your thinking on anything? Because they mentioned Martin, they mentioned.
Well, if this is fan made, then I don't take anything into it at all.
Other
than it's
like,
just
I don't
fun.
believe shit.
Yeah. It's just, I mean, it's cute, it's cool. Even Vic, I believe, commented and saying there was a lot of misspellings on this site, so it might have even been a little. And I think a lot of you guys were calling the images AI, so it might have been a lot of AI prompted site. I'm not saying the person still didn't work on it. I'm not trying to say like it. They still had to go in and do all these things to prompt it. I don't know what all they did versus how the AI worked with it and stuff like that, or if it was, I don't know. Just from what people were saying, there was a lot of misspellings in it. So I didn't know. Again, I was confused and I thought it was part of that other site, because then it made me confused, because I was trying to do the things in this site that they did to get this image and it wasn't working, and I was getting real confused. And so this to me holds nothing other than it's just fun. I mean, they put a really cool picture here with the spiders and the Lake of Tears, and like James said, the rip in space, so to speak, in time. That's really cool, and they did a really good job of doing sort of a FOSS sort of page to just for fans. It's really just for fans, just to have fun with. I mean, unless somebody else out there knows something else about it than what some of you guys out there in the Discord and stuff have told me since last night.
Go ahead.
Now, the original site did have stuff on it during the time it was relevant, which was this image. And I believe an image that we see when Tabitha goes to Henry, she's looking on the site of the missing person type situation. There was some other stuff with that, I think, on there, like was hidden in there or something. But that was during the time of that season. So I believe it was like people found it, or it was put out there right before the episodes or something.
It's still there.
Is it still there?
Yeah. I mean, the site, the other site was always an error message. It wasn't ever fleshed out. It was just that error message. And if you went into the code, you could find a link to this photo, and it's still there also. All of that's still there.
All that is still there. Okay. Yeah. Well, see, I keep getting
But it was that certain season 2 or whenever it was she did the lighthouse. I think.
Alright,
Yeah, that's
time
the
to
one I was
do
talking
this
about. The
thing. All
article
right,
from
hang
the
on. So I
Chronicles
go
or
into
whatever.
here. Wait, I didn't do anything though. What am I doing wrong? We'll do it later. You can show me later because I still didn't figure out how to do it right. Damn it. All right. Well, the site, the site was still there. So there's two different sites at least. That distinction.
Yeah, one's got the fan one has a dash in the name, and the real one does not.
So yeah, the fan one, I don't hold anything into now. At first, I was like, "Oh shit, this is really cool for them to put out for little Easter eggs and like an interactive thing for the fans." But now I don't hold anything.
That honestly was fun to do.
Oh,
To be
really?
honest.
It seemed like, I remember that Jodie Foster movie Untraceable, where they was actually created a website based off the website that was in the movie, and it seemed like From tried to execute it, or MGM tried to do it that way, but I think they just forgot about it and was like, "Fuck it, let's fuck the website." So
Well,
the fans,
Lost did that too.
yeah.
Well, like James said, the site for this image is still there, and he said you can still go through and do the things with it. And I don't know if they're going to update it at some point to where there's more stuff in the codes. See, I wasn't even clear on that. So the site is still there because I had a chance to actually go look at the site since they put it in the Discord last night. So the site is still there, like you were saying, right, James? You can still do all the things with it that they said. This site is the fan one, and it don't hold nothing. So this one might, I don't know if this one still may do something. You said it's still technically active, right, James? Or am I missing? I'm trying to make sure I understand.
Yes. Yes, you can go to it right now.
Okay. Because I did go to it, but I couldn't figure out the thingy that you said to do to get it to do the other thing. But that's just because I don't know what I'm doing. So I don't know if they'll end up adding anything to that one, the original one. Since it is technically, it's still active. You can still find this photo, the house one. I don't know if they'll add something to it. Because I've got to figure out how to other people told me that, like, yeah, I did. It was like 2-3 clicks. I'm like, where am I clicking? I figured out data.
Right.
But it's still active. So that's good. Okay, so we're clarifying all the bits. So that one is still good. And who knows, they might add something to it. You guys think they would? What do you think, James?
It's very possible. I mean, it's been a long time, so I don't know. And I don't know, is 1597, like, is that, if this was about the only image they put out, why? And does it mean that's the start of the whole thing? Or is it just the address, to Henry's, or, what's the big reason? And what does Rondé's move have to do with it,
Right. What do you
Very
think,
true.
Jackson?
Pretty much what James said. I think one of the depictions has to be the address of Henry's house. And I think
did they ever show that? Did we ever get a glimpse of it in the show?
yeah.
Yeah.
When he's in the front, when he's first talking to Tabby before they go inside. And the cops
Yeah, we
come.
do.
Yeah.
I don't have it readily available, but there's a shot.
Okay.
Yeah, it's 1597. That's I'm 100%
Yeah,
sure
Robert
that's the same
and Nick
address.
and all them confirmed that for
And then
sure.
the
Back
two-
when they
and-
originally threw me, or I forget which one of the boys threw it to us, but when they did, they confirmed it in the chat.
Gotcha.
And then the two dark entities are Boy White or Sophia, or the two entities that are pulling people from there, or maybe pulling and calling Miranda to go, because Henry's a part of it, I think, too, man. Because like you don't really get a lot of Henry, but when he told Jim that 40 years ago I was standing in that same spot, thinking that's kind of saying that he was them from and too. But they never tell you he was there before, just only by making that comment. Sorry for the fireworks. It's gonna be blown. They're gonna be blowing them up. Sorry.
It's 4th of July. It's to be expected. But Scarlet, if you want to go ahead and bring up at least the thing and let people allow people to open it up and at least let them start to pile in to the giveaway, and then we could draw it as you know, when a few people pop in. And then again, if you won a t-shirt last night or the bundle, please just hold off on entering until we're done giving away those 3 prizes, and then feel free to enter for anything else. So same prompt as last night. It's going to be #from with a capital F, and you guys can feel free to start to enter as you pile in, and we will get ready to draw for the t-shirts and the bundle. Yep.
#from capital
Yes.
F. Make sure you got the hashtag and you'll be good to go.
Pretty much.
Yes, I have fireworks in the background as well. Celebrate.
Yeah, it's like it's like raining here, and then I still hear fireworks. So I don't know what's going on. I don't know if it's like thunder or fireworks I'm hearing at this point.
Here we go. We got 2 so far for sure. I see them. Okay, there we got 3. It's working. Everything is working good tonight.
Nice.
Great.
Nice. But I mean, I'm sad that it's over. I
And
feel
what was the first one we're doing, the bundle or the t-shirt?
we're gonna do the 2 t-shirts and then the bundle.
Okay, I'll just make sure because I'm writing down.
Yes. So I mean, I'm sad. I'm sad to see it go, but even with one more season left over, it's like, you know, maybe they'll do a spin-off. I don't think this is going to be the last we see of From. Or within the world of From. It might be the last of this story that we're watching, but I have a feeling that it's not going to be the last we get of From.
Right. And remember, if you won a t-shirt or the bundle, I know who the bundle winner was, but I'm trying to look back at our t-shirts. So make sure you don't enter for the next 3.
Yes.
And then you are good to go.
Pretty much. So, and I know Steph is in the chat. So as soon as this part of the giveaway is over, Steph, feel free to enter for the next stuff, for the lights, for the talismans. So we'll see. Maybe we'll get something else when it comes to From. I guess it's all going to depend on the answers we get. Even if we did get some more answers on the original kind of townsfolk, the original deal, would you guys still like to see that in a spinoff and just see?
Yes, all the way.
Even if we get the answers?
What he said.
Even if we get that, I'm going to be honest, I don't think they're going to be able to answer everything. It's just some shit that's just not going to be answered. And the melody, I don't think will be answered. I don't think even my Toby and Tilly theories, I don't think they'll be answered. But if they don't get answered, that creates the opportunity for them to do a spinoff. If they don't want to do a spinoff, they're fucking up. Like, I'm just gonna be real, because if you leave out answers and then you don't do a spinoff, you drop the ball. Because obviously you can have people, newcomers that's watching a spinoff that has never seen the original before. It's a win-win situation. They can't lose unless the spinoff is very fucking terrible. They can't lose with it because we love From, and I'm pretty sure we will love the spinoff. And the people that started off at the spinoff will go back and watch the original shit. So I mean, it's a win-win situation. So I think if they leave answers out, it creates a perfect opportunity to do a spinoff. That's just my opinion.
What about you, James? You think that even if we get some answers or the answers for the first original townsfolk, would you still watch a full spinoff, like really diving deep into it if they made one?
I probably would, but I mean, it depends on how much they answer in the show.
Exactly.
You know, to what they could do in the spinoff. And I don't know if, I mean, the way they've introduced characters and stuff, I mean, I guess they could do something on a past cycle or the beginning, the complete beginning mapped out in a season or something. But yeah, I don't know. It just depends. Kind of depends on how this one ends.
Would you guys take, if we don't get an origin story per se, would you guys watch a spinoff of The Man in Yellow and the Boy in White?
When we say spinoff, are we talking as far as them bringing in new characters and them explaining what happened in old from series to these new characters, or are we talking about a whole prequel type of situation? Like a
Well, I
from
guess
peak
with the
prequel?
townsfolk, it would be like a prequel, and like see the Man in Yellow and like see the original entities. Like, did the if we don't find out if this started with the townsfolk, if there was time even before that, would you watch a spinoff of like how the Man in Yellow and the Boy in White kind of started?
Yeah, I will watch a prequel all the way. Spinoff, it depends on what it is, but I feel like even if you get all of the answers, I think a prequel still works out at any. Well, I'm not gonna say any show, but most shows, a prequel is always a good thing because you get to show the whole backstory of Fromland, the monsters, even the kids, the Boy in White, how he was created, and the Man in Yellow. So I think they will have a lot of content to put in a prequel. You know what I'm saying? I think that's what they should do. I would love it. I would watch it just like I watch From. Yeah, as long as it's good. As long as it's good.
What about you, Scarlet? Would you watch either of those spinoffs?
I'm kind of with James. It depends on what they give us in this final season. Possibly. I mean, of course, if it's From related, I'm gonna check it out.
Mm-hmm.
But whether I want it or not really is going to depend, because depending on how much they give us, like, I mean, of course I want to see more of the generations, but I'm like 50-50 on it. I really don't know if it's going to be, because depending on how they end this, if they don't even end it the way we like it, are we even going to want to spin off at all?
That's true.
Very
I don't
true.
even mean like the way we individually like it, but I mean like it's just, they just totally drop it for us. Like, I know a lot of people are worried about just tying loose ends and stuff, but if this is some crazy fuckery, I don't know if I want to continue. I don't know.
I mean, it could be set in the future. Man in Yellow and Boy in White, they're older. They get together. They have a little baby evil entity. It's like a reality show.
Cameras follow them everywhere.
Yeah.
Right.
But I have a question for you guys, for the panel. Sure. So, from what we can tell, this is a place of some kind, whether it be a, dimension, whatever. It's a place of some kind. Okay, that has magic or supernatural or whatever, cosmic gods, whatever it is, right? Okay, but it seems like it's only in America. Why? Why is it just in America, this place and these entities? And why did the sacrifice that happened, somehow cause people to come from all over just America? Even if it did happen in America, is that the reason? Because the original thing happened in the land of America before it became America, because it was obviously more than 250 years ago when this thing started. So America wasn't even America. But do you guys have any thoughts on that? Like, why?
Maybe it has to do with where the reincarnated are at that point. Jade and Tabitha. Because originally, if they were coming over from some other shoreline, but then they're here, it's maybe just has to be tied to them, where they are.
Can I ask a question? Like,
I don't know. That's the only thing I got.
I don't think From land is specifically America. Quote,
no, but it's pulling. It seems
it's pulling people in from America, right?
At least up until a certain point. Yeah, it seems like it. After the first maybe settlers. Maybe because I mean you got to think too. Like, how many people could it pull from, depending on when the settlers were here? How many people could even pull in from America, unless I guess they were
I'm gonna be
natives.
Honest. The first 5 episodes in season 5, I have got to get a little origin story, flashbacks. Like, I think the first 5 episodes should be, if they have enough content, but I think it should be more than 1 episode, and these episodes should be back to back. Only the ending should show the present. But I think 30 fucking minutes of each episode, just 3 episodes. I'm going to dumb it down. Let's just say 3 episodes. 30 minutes of those episodes have to give us a little bit of backstory about this place. You know, say like James said, why does it bring people only in America? Why can't people get here by ship or by plane? It's only by vehicle, what it seems like. And while coming into this place. So I mean, I think they should do the next 3 episodes in season 5 straight flashbacks, because that'd kill 2 birds with 1 stone. Because then you still have 7 episodes to finish the ending and answer present questions. Like, I think the flashbacks will give them a opportunity to be able to explain old things and some new things. You get what I'm saying? And if they somehow can maybe do it in 3 episodes, 30 minutes each, you know, with flashbacks, and then just sort of like Lost, put the present at the ending, I would totally dig that, because like I'm scared they're not going to be able to fit all the answers in. Even with those flashbacks, I'm still kind of skeptical on if they even will explain why people are being pulled in only from America. I feel like to explain that, they should do a flashback straight from the beginning. 1506.
Well, I look at it like if we're gonna go with the lost theory, right? Like Eloise said, there's different pockets of this electromagnetic energy all over the world. So there's different locations like the island. The island's location just happens to be out in the middle of the ocean. So more places, more locations have access to it, can bump into it, because they're in the ocean, they're on a ship. As it moves, depending on whether you're coming from Europe, here, like all, it seems like all walks of life were able to get to the island. If this specific pocket of energy is located just within the United States, it makes sense that it could only pull from the United States if it's moving just throughout our landmass. So if it's not moving and can't jump to Europe per se, or move somewhere else, that's why it might only pull from the United States, because that's where the pocket of energy is located. If you want to look at it that way.
Right. No, yeah. You can look at it that way too. This shit could go any way. You know what I'm saying? That's why I pay attention to everything in the show, because if you blink fucking twice, you might miss something.
Right? What about you, Jaxon? What's your take on that question?
Well, there's quite a few things actually. A lot of people believe that America is the original Egypt from the first cycle that was before the reset. That's more of a conspiracy thing, and people believe, not allegedly proven. Another thing is that if you even though they're not technically, now that we were talking about the pictures and the stuff that we were going through yesterday. Now, when you look at one of the pictures, you see the list of towns that are on the board, and all them towns are in Michigan. Every single one of them is Michigan, and one of them is the county of Michigan, including Camden and Traverse City and all of them. So I think that could be a clue. And another thing is, if you go way back to the Puritan times, everybody was migrating from Europe and those places to the Americas, whether it was called America or not. And then that's how the French came and took over, not took over the South, but they ended up in the South, and the French colonies started calling them. Me and Scarlet were going through that and explained it one time in one of the lives before. And that could be it. On top of everybody who's in this place has came from somewhere else, migrating to a different place. Kenny, I believe, did it from China. And then you had Jay do it when he was a kid from Europe or France or wherever he was. So that also symbolizes that as well. And many, many more.
Interesting. What about you, James? What's your answer to your own question?
Well, let's see here. I don't know if I have a good theory.
He just wanted to ask us, right?
Well, yeah, because I don't have a good theory. I'm like, I wonder what they would say. Because it's like, if the theory started in the 15, let's just say it's that 1597 or whatever, the date on the lighthouse, whatever it is, whatever, somewhere around there.
1506.
1506. That's right. So let's just say it happened around that time. That's before America was America. And, like you're saying, this is kind of, it's not its own continent. We've got Canada and Mexico and stuff like that, but it is isolated across the ocean from Europe, at least. So, if there wasn't a Mexican border and a Canadian border in 1506, I still wonder why it stays seemingly within the border that we have today. So I don't know. I mean, it's a hard one.
It is, James. That was actually a good ass question. And I believe that's something that needs to be answered in season 5. Like, you can't cut any corners with that. Why only America? If this place was supposedly, built way back when, why is it just America? So I mean, I think that's something they have got to answer in season 5. I agree.
Me too, but I think now is the perfect time more than ever to start drawing for the t-shirts, so then everybody else can kind of jump in and start to join the giveaway. So if you won a t-shirt or the bundle last night, please hold off on these first 3 prizes and then enter right when we're done. But for now, #from capital F, get your final entries in. I see 22 people hanging with us on this 4th of July. So if you want to win some awesome prizes, #from, folks. #from. And then we'll get ready to join to draw our first winner. Let's see. And what's up, Ray? Happy 4th of July.
4th, everybody. 250 years.
I know we're old. We're old now.
Don't say that.
America's old. No.
Yeah.
America's old. There you go.
We'll do it that way. So it's Saturday. What do we do on Saturdays now? Now that the From is over.
Now that From is over, well, as soon as I think we're going to probably finally get back to finish watching Parasite. It's a Japanese show based on, or is it Korean at this point? There's both. I think we were watching the Korean series of Parasite. I'd like to get back to finishing that up.
Okay, so Parasite.
Yeah.
I saw Silo just started, so
yes, Silo did just start.
I'm checking that out. And I'm catching up on Widow's Bay. I think everybody's ahead of me on that though.
Right. I'm waiting to be told when we're going to be talking about Widow's Bay, so I can show up and talk about Widow's Bay.
What's Tuesday or Thursday this week? We're doing it. We're doing it. Damn it, we are doing it.
Yes.
All right. James, get my info, James. I'll put it, man.
I'll send you a link.
Oh, I'm so excited. I didn't get to experience the storm in the background of Scarlet's live stream, and so I need to get to talk some Widow's Bay. I'm jealous.
I gotta catch that shit.
It sounds like World War II out here.
Scarlet gave us ambiance, and I missed it.
That's how it is over here, man. And it's just getting started because it's not even dark yet.
Right. But welcome, everybody. Okay, so here we go. We're drawing for the t-shirts. We have 2 t-shirts to give away, and then the bundle, and then we're going to get ready to start giving away all the other goodies. So, Miss Scarlet Fever, whenever you're ready.
Yes, ma'am. Here we go. Here's again, if you already won one, just hold off on entering. See who's it gonna be. Oh, it's Puffy Summers. Congratulations, hun, on your fabulous t-shirt.
Yes.
But babe,
All right, that means that congratulations go to Maintenance, who will share the pot with Ronald the intern.
Congratulations, hon.
Hold on. I just thought of something. Is that the clip from The Cabin in the Woods?
Yeah,
It sure
that's
is.
the one Zane always uses. Yeah, that's her winter clip.
I just noticed that. Congratulations, perfect. I just noticed
Right?
that.
And you hear Ronald the intern in the background. Woo! Yeah. Because he's a winner too.
That's crazy. Damn, that's a good ass movie. A lot of people didn't like that movie. I kind of like
It's one of my favorites. It's one of my favorites.
The Cabin in the Woods was a spoof on scary movies, right?
I
Well,
just
it
like all that shit.
I don't know if you call it a spoof, but it basically gave you like this story of that's where nightmares came from.
Yeah.
Like, and like to save the world, these poor people had to go be sacrificed.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
So that was
in
the movie where they had like a
The underground laboratory base, kind of like a
like a
Resident Evil that
television
had all
crew.
the cryptids.
Yes.
They was watching everything.
behind.
type
Yeah,
shit.
okay, I remember that.
And this was to appease the old gods or the ancient ones, and you know,
here,
it was
we are.
no. Well, From got a lot of comparison to a Cabin in the Woods type of setup, like where nightmares come from, like it's very Cabin in the Woods esque.
They got a Cabin in the Woods got a lot of similarities, or people saying that it had a lot of similarities to that movie that came out about a year or two ago, where they had those people trapped in a
Until Dawn.
Say it again.
Until Dawn.
No, it wasn't Until Dawn. They was trapped in a room, and one side of the room was all glass, and they had these monsters that would come up and like mimic them.
You see, I know which one you're talking about.
That was on Netflix.
There was in the forest, and was it Dakota Fanning? No, was it Dakota? What's her name?
No, I think it was the girl who was in Weapons, if I'm not mistaken.
I can't think of the name of the movie.
I know what you're talking about. I'm trying to think, and they just sit there watching it at night. They come out and stuff like the gold. Yeah. Oh, what is it? Look, what's her name?
And they have to make sure they get back to the room before it gets dark and stuff like that.
Yeah, and then they do like acting to occupy each other.
Yeah, I don't want to give the movie away, so I don't want to say any spoilers.
The movie? Hold on.
And you said no, this ain't a Korean horror. No, this ain't a Korean.
This is an American movie that I'm talking about.
Yeah. Oh my God, why can't I think of it and I can't even search it? I'm not wording it right.
Yeah, I can't. Watchers. There you go. The Watchers.
Thank you.
Right. There you go. Yeah. That's what it is. Yep.
Yep, The Watchers. That's what just popped up with me.
I know.
And you want to know what's funny? The Watchers are.
Oh, it was Dakota Fanning. It was Dakota Fanning.
Okay.
Shouts out to Dakota, man. She been boy, that girl, I never forget the movie she played with Robert De Niro, where Robert De Niro had a split personality. I'm not even gonna go. Just know she has a movie with Robert De Niro when she was playing a little girl.
I know what she's talking about.
Hold on.
Even though she wasn't in.
Give me the title of that one.
I got you. Hold on.
Yes. But if
even she wasn't in that long, it was Con Air. She was in Con Air. Nicolas Cage's daughter was good too. Yeah.
Any Nicolas Cage movie is dope, man.
If you're just popping in, #from, and we're getting ready to give away our last
Hide and Seek.
t-shirt.
My fault, Dane. I'm sorry. Hide and Seek is with the movie with Dakota Fanning and Robert De Niro.
I'm gonna check it out, man.
Cole Knox got it right.
Oh, Vic popped in with it too.
She said, "Charlie, don't do it, Charlie." I said, "Yo, she can act her ass off, yo. This little girl gonna be big as hell." And fortunately, she was amazing. She's amazing in everything.
Are we ready?
Is she like related to somebody?
Okay, guys, we're gonna draw.
Hold on.
So
all right, here we go. Who's gonna be the winner of the lucky T-shirt? Who's it gonna be? It's a green spider.
Spider.
Congratulations, hon. You get your clip over here.
Okay, that's it, gang. The board is locked. Oh, let's get this party started. Let's get this party started.
Congratulations again.
Yes. And then next we're gonna get into the bundle. So this is the big one. This is the one with the goodies inside of goodies. You get a t-shirt, you get coasters, you get a light, you get a talisman, you get fidget, you get keychain.
Let me see if I can audio clicking.
Yes, Puffy Summers, you want a t-shirt.
Age of bundles, whatever.
Congratulations. So if you can't find us on Discord, just let me know. We're Scarlet is on X. We are both on Instagram. You could email me. We have tons of ways for you to get in touch with us. So just please let me know your addresses where I could send everything to. If you want a t-shirt, the size, it goes from I think extra small to like 3XL or 4XL, and they're men's standard shirts. And some people have been asking me for sleeveless, and I believe, yes, there is a sleeveless design or a sleeveless kind. Oh, you're Phoebes? Okay, yes, I saw you pop in. Perfect.
All right, guys. So the next one's the bundle, and then anybody who hasn't won, well, yeah, I haven't seen said individual tonight for the bundle, but yeah, we will have it open for you guys after this one.
So here we go. We're gonna draw for the big one.
Oh, hang on, I got you. Switching back. All right, you get a second to make sure you're entered.
Hashtag from.
Almost there.
Yes, Nick gave us so much stuff we had to bundle.
All the explosions going on. All right. Here we go. It's the big one, folks.
It's the big one. You got to be in it to win it.
Doc, you won. Congratulations.
Doc. Congrats, Doc.
What's up, Doc?
Okay. That's it, gang. The board is locked. Oh, let's get this party started. Let's get this party started.
Congratulations.
I love their little dance. I love when they dance at the end. They're like,
you won the big one. The shirt, all the bits.
Hey, Doc is one of the funniest motherfuckers out there.
Yes, you won the t-shirt. You won the whole bag of goodies. So now it is open to everybody. So please just put in hashtag from capital F. And if you haven't won already tonight, you can't qualify for anything else. Sorry, but anybody else, it is now open to everybody.
Anybody who has already won one of the shirts and or bundles from last night, you may enter.
Yes. But so it's just I just hope that with this last season of From coming up, like we've been talking about, I really just hope that they're able to get through it and give us a satisfying ending. Now, I know a lot of people didn't like the Lost ending. I was not one of them. I loved the Lost ending.
Yeah, I loved it.
I thought it was great. And so I have a feeling that From's already kind of has odds against it because the Lost fandom was so divided by that ending. So I just don't know if no matter what they give us, it's going to be a split kind of thing. I still think it's going to end up being split. What do you guys think?
What, From or?
Yeah, do you think
ending?
From that no matter what, because people know it's associated with Lost, whether they connect it in world is something different, but it is from the same showrunners. It is from those same people. And with Lost having such a split ending, do you think that's kind of already working against From?
I mean, I love the ending of Lost. Like, I fully understood what they was trying to say and what they was trying to give us for a grand finale. I love the show. Like I said, that, like, you know, I might not like bits and pieces, I think it was maybe season 5, season 4, you know, where they started doing a lot of flashbacks and they started doing a lot of time traveling. It was a little confusing when I first watched it, but when I rewatched it, I fully understood where they was going with it. And like I said, with From, if they have an ending like Lost, I will be satisfied because I feel like I got the answers I wanted in Lost. You know what I'm saying? So if they can deliver and come out with a good grand finale or something similar to Lost, I'll be satisfied.
Okay. What about you, Scarlet? Do you think like the Lost ending is almost kind of it's over like a cloud over From?
I mean, I guess it could be. I mean, because it just depends on how you look at the show. I mean, at one aspect, it feels like the whole show was lost. Another aspect feels like the whole show is this cabin in the wood. You know what I mean? Like, so I mean, I don't. It's always going to be there because it's associated. It's a mystery box, or it's seemingly following as the same format. And again, it's going to come down to the ending, and were they a lot of the things they said, character names, stuff like that? Was it a nod? Was it an Easter egg? Was it just for fun, so that we had this sort of like connection without it actually being connected? I don't know. I mean, I probably didn't answer the question very well, but I mean, I don't know if it's going to be what everybody wants to begin with. I think what you, BabyKlay, when you guys were saying that. So I mean, it's going to be the same as any mystery box like this. The fandom's not going to be fully satisfied no matter where we land. But, you know, as far as we go, I'm hoping we'll be satisfied.
Yeah. What about you, James? Do you think like that's kind of a cloud over From is because the Lost ending was so divided? And I agree with a lot of people in the chat. I think it was more misunderstood because even to this day, when I talk to people who did not like the ending, I tend to be able to change their mind because they didn't really get it.
It made sense to me.
Yeah, it's it does. On one hand, it seems like there's a lot of people that talk about Lost and compare Lost to From and stuff like that, but on the other hand, it almost seems like there's just as many people who don't think about it too much. So I don't know if it's going to matter in a big way, like you're asking, but it just depends. I don't think they're going to try to connect it or anything, but I'm not saying the Lost ending was bad or too ambiguous or anything like that. It made sense and everything when you understand it, but I hope they can do that with From. They may not answer all the questions, but at least have an ending that people are not going WTF, and we're arguing about it. I would rather have something definitive myself.
Right. I just think there's because that is a big stigma in the Lost fandom is the ending. Like that still to this day is the biggest thing that is talked about throughout the show is the ending of Lost. And I hope that I hope people aren't already like basically thinking, well, it came from Lost, so it's got to have that kind of like almost rooting against it because it's connected to Lost on the outside, not in world, just from showrunners, producers, and they connect it because they promote it that way from the people who brought you Lost. You know what I mean? But what about you, Jaxon? You think it's gonna make a difference?
You guys all made great valid points, and I kind of don't want to repeat them, but I agree with Scarlet and you and everybody who said that it doesn't make a difference what the show does. Half of the fandom is a good chance they're not going to like it, and it doesn't depend on us. I'm talking about globally and whoever watches the show. I completely agree with that. And then when it comes to the other aspects of it, I also agree with what you guys are saying when it comes to that as well. So I don't want to reiterate completely everything, but everything you guys just said, especially, you were the first one to say that it's going to be, it doesn't make a difference what anybody thinks, or if it's lost or not. I think because it's lost, yeah, it kind of like it doesn't give it a name brand or anything like that, but it gives people, they're always going to compare it to it because it's from the writers, kind of like you said, right? So they're going to, it may not be everybody, but most of the people are going to compare it to it. And then they're going to be like, okay, well, they're going to bust. Are they trying to redeem themselves? Oh, are they going to do better?
Exactly.
Everybody's going to have their, but yeah, for the most part, everybody's right. I agree with their statements.
What about you, Ray? Do you think that Lost ending is gonna have an impact on the From ending?
I think inevitably it is going to have some type of it's going to influence it some kind of way, because these are the people who did Lost already. They've already dealt with so I felt like the Lost ending was a good ending. I understood it. It made sense to me. I know that for a lot of people it didn't click. And I know that being the writers, they probably understood that when they start writing From, they knew that they was going to have some type of ending that was going to have, it was going to have to be more definitive. Because Lost, even though I understood it, it was kind of ambiguous to where a lot of people didn't understand it, and that's why a lot of people didn't like it. They felt like it was something else, or they felt like it was purgatory and all these other things.
Yeah.
And it wasn't that. But I think hopefully they've learned from that.
Yeah, and Vic, I completely understand, because Miguel's the same way. He knows, because I've explained it to him, and he still does not like the Lost ending. So there are people out there who do get it and don't like it. Like
True.
they were just expecting more from that sort of show. But it to me, it was like it concluded. Like that was their conclusion. And so I'm hoping that when it comes to From and their conclusion, that it doesn't divide the fan base, but I just have a feeling that no matter what From does, the fan base is going to be divided.
Yeah. You can't please everybody. You know what I'm saying?
Can't please everybody.
Nobody. You can't please, because you know what's going to happen. You try to please everybody, and you're the one that's not going to be pleased. So either which way, nobody's getting pleased.
Can I say this? Because I had PTSD from the Lost ending, I didn't have any issues with. I had an issue with the Game of Thrones ending.
A lot of people.
And I had PTSD from that. So I don't even expect them to give me a good ending, if that makes sense. I expect them to give me an okay ending.
Okay.
Like, I'll take an all right ending.
I'm not gonna take that shit. I'm not gonna take an all right ending.
You ain't gonna take it.
No, I'm not gonna ask for a perfect ending. That's what I won't ask for. But what I need more than fucking okay. Bro, this is a 5-season show that we thought was going to be 6. You know what I'm saying? So if they rush it in season 5 when it could have been 6 seasons, you come on. Y'all had enough time to make this. So
check it out. Me and Real got this thing. We be putting it on percentages. If I get 75% of the answers,
I'm satisfied.
Okay, so you on the same level as me. Real want 80. I want 75.
80 is great, but I'll take 75. I'll take 75. If that bitch under 50%, I'm protesting. If they don't come out with a spinoff answering less than 50% of the fucking question, I promise you I'll go into the Halifax, Nova Scotia with a big ass sign. I got the money for it. So I'm telling you,
I'm going with you. I'm going with you.
Real wanted 40% before this season ended, and he didn't get it. And if you go watch this video, you can tell he was upset that he didn't get his 40%.
I would have been too. That's what I'm saying. Protesting.
Now, I have a question for the panel, because I may be mistaken, so you might have to correct me. When the first season came out and they weren't renewed yet, the writers were saying they would need 3 seasons. They were going for at least 3 seasons, but need 5 to tell the story correctly. Is that false information? Am I
No,
is
I
that
think Jack
incorrect?
Bender said that. I think I heard Jack Bender say that.
Why
I didn't
that
hear that,
sounds
but I did
familiar.
hear. I didn't hear that, but I did hear where they said that in here when they offered it to Harold Perrineau, they told him basically I guess the beginning, middle, and end. He like in order for him to get on the project, he had to know that because of what
Oh,
happened on
he
Lost.
he wanted to know what happened with the whole entire script. He was the only one, and that's the only reason why he took the part, or something like that, right?
Yeah.
Yes, I've heard that too.
He didn't want the same thing that happened with him with Lost. You know what I'm saying? He felt like he had not a bad rep, but he didn't like the way the show ended. The fans told him that he didn't like, some of them didn't like the way the show ended. But I don't see, like I said, I don't see that because I love the ending. But I think he went in with a straight mind. And yeah, I have heard that Jack Bender said all they really needed was 3, but to tell the story right, they would need 5 to 6 seasons. So that's why I wasn't too shocked when they said, "Hey, we're done after season 5, no more episodes."
Right.
But
Green Spider says they
you know what
they
that
have
sound
known
like to
the
me though?
ending. Hold on,
That
the
sound
Green
like it
Spider
could be.
says. Hold on,
Go ahead.
Green Spider says they have known the ending from the beginning, so they should be able to stick the landing.
That sounds like it could be for writing purposes, or it could be for contract purposes. Like, I want to make sure I get paid for 5 years or however many years or 5 seasons.
All the above. All the above.
Yeah. Instead of three seasons. So I mean, I don't know about that part. But if they had a beginning, middle, and end, and I'll say this too. If just watching the show and how things have played out up until this point, it seems like they had a beginning, middle, and end, and they're just kind of filling stuff in, like as they go along. That's what it feels
Now I
like.
have to ask you about Victor. Victor, everybody knows by now for the most part, but for those who don't know, Victor wasn't supposed to be a main character, and they kept him. Did keeping Victor ruin the original storyline they were going for?
Absolutely not.
Welcome,
I think Victor is a key
Magician.
character.
Welcome. If you are just popping
He
in,
is a
we're
key
in the middle
character,
of
but
it.
story-wise, like,
Hold on
do you
one
think
second.
it could have messed up the story? We'll never know. I'm sorry.
It's okay. It's okay. We are in the middle of a giveaway. So if you are located within the United States and you add #from into the chat, you can enter to win some awesome prizes. Which, Scarlet, if you bring up the thing, I guess we'll start giving away some of these talismans we have to give away.
Alrighty.
Keep in mind, them talismans don't work in real life.
Yeah, stop. Only you have to believe, Ray. You have to believe.
Hey, okay, believe as much as you want to, but
magic only works if you believe.
if you got a angry ex or somebody trying to rob you or something like that, I don't know if it's gonna save you.
Disclaimer: I don't think they'll work in that sense. But if from monsters come popping out,
I think you can use it to defend yourself.
If from monsters come popping out, you never know. You never know.
If you put a talisman on your door and Superman is a monster, will it stop Superman? I don't think so.
Damn it, Ray! You stop it.
Yeah, it will. It will
stop
Superman.
chipping away. Stop chipping away at the
Superman's weak to
talisman.
magic.
Hey,
he's very weak to magic, and the talisman has magic in it, so he wouldn't be able to go through no matter how strong he is.
You got kryptonite.
You gotta know the Lord. It doesn't magic too. That's why Zatanna always messes with him. I don't know if you didn't know he was weak to magic.
It's not weak to Sophia. That's all I know. It's not weak to so-called 16-year-old girl.
But we're going to start drawing for the talismans. We have 5 to give away, and they will come with a random keychain. It could be a from keychain, a talisman keychain, or Nick made us some Boyd keychains from his boat, which were really cool. So I have a few of those. You might be the lucky one to snag one of those. But we have some of the talismans to give away. But if we're ready, Scarlet, let's start pushing buttons. Like Kate would say, push those buttons.
Here we go. Who's it gonna be? The lucky winner. Oh my goodness. goodness, it's spinning. Who's it gonna be? Oh, he'll be fucking with you, Code. I ain't even gonna lie. Congratulations, Honey Drop. But I ain't even gonna lie. They be fucking with him like Chrome. Congratulations, though, Honey Drop. You are our winner.
Yes, you are.
I'm trying to figure out which one I want to do.
We have a winner. It's the Buckners, ladies and gentlemen. The Buckners pull the W. All right, that means that congratulations go to Maintenance, who will share the pot with Ronald the intern.
Congratulations, honey.
Congratulations, Honey Drop. You now officially are part of the Talisman crew. Ooh, Puffy Summer says hashtag 6 seasons and a movie. I like, even in a movie, like, it's all going to depend on how the season ends. And if they really just hold back on a lot of the answers, then yeah, I'm hoping they do something after From. But I don't know. I
was thinking about a spinoff, but a movie I didn't even consider. I highly doubt we'll get it, but that would be nice.
That would be really nice. But we'll have to wait and see. But any Community fans here? You know, I never got into that show. That's the Chevy Chase show, right?
What's up, Manicore? Welcome.
Yes, I don't know. Have any of you guys ever seen Community? I'm not too familiar with it.
Yeah, I have not seen it myself.
Neither have I. I couldn't tell you anything about it, so sorry.
Happy 4th, man. Well, it's our happy 4th for us, but happy 4th either way. It's still 4th of July for you.
Yeah,
right?
Happy 4th to everybody.
And celebrate with us. It's going on in the background.
Right?
You don't have to be American. Happy 4th.
Right? Right? America. But okay, let's draw for another talisman. Here we go.
Who's it gonna be? Lucky winner for the protective talisman, at least from certain monsters. Miss Vic, congratulations.
Nice, Miss Vic.
Here, we get you a clip. Which one? We got Dana's got 3, and they're always fun to see which one I want to pick.
Okay, that's it, gang. The board is locked. Oh, let's get this party started. Let's get this party started.
Congratulations, hon.
Yes. Well, we got 3 more talismans, and then we'll get into the rest of this stuff. So you might as well just keep going. You're on a roll.
Spin again? All right, she wants to spin again. Reroll. Let's see who's it gonna be. Oh my goodness, it teased us. See, Vic, just a little tease on. Oh, it was you, Cody.
There you go.
Oh, congratulations, hon. See, we'll thank Vic for that one, right? Her magic.
Okay, that's it, gang. The board is locked. Oh, let's get this party started. Let's get this party started.
Congratulations, hon. Wait, is Vic reneging on what she just said? I'm confused now, Dana. No, she said congratulations. Congratulations, Code. Code Knox, you got it, man. See? I hope he's still sticking around. Not, you guys just have to be on the lookout. I'm sure we'll post something after all the giveaways are done.
Yes. Well, I'm going to make a master list of everybody who's won, what you've won, and I will post it up in all of the Discords. And I'll even make a post on YouTube, and Scarlet, you could just copy and paste it to yours as well.
Mm-hmm.
We'll make a master list. But I will be sending out some of the other items, hopefully at the start of like next week. I'm going to start boxing them up this upcoming weekend, but the shirts I have to order them, so it takes a couple of the weeks for them to get to me. Then I got to box them up and get them out to you, so you guys just have to be a little patient with me with the shirts, because I do order them to your size, because I didn't want to just get like a bunch of 4XL, and what if you're a tiny little person? I didn't want you swimming in them, or vice versa. So you just got to give me time to get the shirts, get them here, and then I will get them out to everybody.
Nice.
Yes. So we got two more. So hashtag from, guys. 24 of you guys are in here. If you want a talisman, if you want your chance at some other prizes, hashtag from capital F. So you ready? Ready, Scarlet?
Ready when you are.
Let's go.
Here we go. All right, who's our next lucky winner gonna be? Oh, the fireworks going off in the background to celebrate.
Yes.
Oh, Miss Steph. Congratulations,
nice.
son. Let me get all the
Nice.
clicks.
Okay, that's it, gang. The board is locked. Oh, let's get this party started. Let's get this party started.
Congratulations again, Steph, on your lucky win.
Yes. Yes. And now we're just going to roll
You
one
need to
more.
put a patent on that drum roll.
Yeah, I'm using my
That drum
fingers.
roll is elite.
It's on my fingers on the desk. You know?
Right?
Say, I know how to use my hands.
Right? So hashtag from last talisman, and then we're going to talk some more from, and we will finish up the rest of the items.
All right.
So here we go. Last talisman.
Here we go. Who's it gonna be? Oh my gosh. It's Miss Brooklyn! Congratulations. I just gotta go back over all the clicks. All the clicks. Oh, I clicked the style instead of the media.
We have a winner. It's the Buckners, ladies and gentlemen. The Buckners pull the W. All right, that means that congratulations go to maintenance, who share the pot with Ronald the intern.
Woo! Yeah.
Share
Gotta
pot
love
Ronald
Ronald
is-
the intern. Gotta love Ronald.
Congratulations again, hon.
Yes. So let's see. What else can we talk about when it comes to from?
Shit, I could go all night. No,
Well, let's go. What you got? So I have
what
a
I
question
got?
for you guys. I do have a question for you guys. Now that we know that Clara is doing all of her fuckery, if you were Boyd, would you forgive her?
Who?
Clara.
Fuck no.
But what makes Clara so different from what, Sarah tried to do, or even what Elgin tried to do?
See, that's where Boyd is biased. I'm not biased. See, I'm Team Sarah now. But if I was Boyd in Fromland, I'm sorry, Sarah would have been in the box. I'm sorry. Oh God, that was a big firework. Happy 4th. But
Sorry.
no, you good. But all I'm saying is Boyd is biased. Boyd is friendly. See, I'm not friendly. If I was the sheriff, I would have put Sarah in the box, but that would have been my fuck up, because Sarah would have led me to I guess maybe finding out what this place really was. She was the only key at the time. You know what I'm saying? But like I said, Boyd is friendly. I'm not. I would have put Sarah ass in the box. I would have put Clara ass in the box. I would have put Porn Stash Kenny ass in the box. Everybody is going in the box.
Everybody in the box.
Elgin's
That's
got to
it.
go in the box for what he did to Fatima.
Yeah,
Everybody in the box.
Elgin
That's it.
definitely would have went in the box. Like, I'm sorry, I'm not as friendly as Boyd, but I
have to
understand.
disagree.
So
Sarah's always safe in my book.
I'm Team
bias.
Sarah now. Don't get me wrong.
Bias.
I'm Team Sarah now.
But
Oh,
what
yeah,
about
I'm
you,
su-
Ray? Do you
super biased.
think Boyd would forgive Clara? Ray, do you,
Were you talking?
You said me?
yes.
Okay, no. So I don't think Boyd will forgive Clara if he found out. I think Boyd would probably put her in the box if he found out. And then Elgin's dead too, so he ain't got nobody to put his anger and hating to. So no, he's not forgiving Clara. But I understand what you're saying as far as why would he not forgive Claire and he would forgive Sarah. And Sarah, I think it's just a timing thing. Sarah came along earlier, and Sarah's helpful too. Like, she fucked up in the beginning, but she's helpful now. Like, anything Boyd needs done, she's down to do it. Sarah's a soldier.
So you think Boyd is not going to go too light on Clara?
Nah, I think if he found out what she was doing, I think she would probably end up in the box.
What about you, James? Do you think Boyd can forgive Clara, or do you think she's just done for if Boyd finds out?
What are you saying Clara did?
Let's say he just finds it out, working with the man in yellow, taking the talismans, standing by. And now
blood to
I
his
don't
daughter-in-law.
I don't think you could really blame her for Elgin's death, because how would she have stopped that? But just what she did to Fatima, transferring the blood, like he finds out all of her dirty little deeds.
Oh yeah, he wouldn't be happy for sure. I mean, it is a a bias or a fine line. How do you, it goes back to, all the psychology type stuff we talk about all the time. How do you not blame this person, but blame this person for really an evil entity fucking with your head? So is it their deeds? Is it how far they went? Sarah went farther than seemingly Clara has went, as far as someone died by the hands of Sarah. So it's like, how do you judge? How do you become a judge in a place that's supernatural or magic and is fucking with people's heads in ways you can't even understand? That's a thing. It's a hard thing to deal with. So it's really just personal, comes down to personal choice. Hey, I'm just mad right now. I had a bad effing day. So, I'm going to take it out on you,
Yeah.
This is just a random fan question, James. This is just a random fan question. If Rick would have been in Frontville, do you think he would have forgave Sarah?
No.
Hell no.
Yeah.
Hell no.
No.
He would have walked right up to her, put his gun to her head, and pulled the trigger, and blood would have splattered on his face, and he would have just walked off looking at people.
In her mouth and shot it.
Yeah.
And then walked off.
Well, it would depend.
Later.
Early Rick, she might have had a chance. Early Rick, she might have had a chance. But latter Rick,
I agree.
Hell no.
Early
hell
Rick.
No.
Early Rick, maybe. Like, I'm talking about season 1 Rick. Maybe like season 3 Rick, though.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. No. After
Prison Rick would have gave her no chances.
After the governor, yeah, no.
Honestly, I agree with 100% James. From what I know about the lore and from what I've seen in the shows and the comics, even in the first season, I think he would have shot Sarah right in the head.
No, because he was still somewhat a cop in the first season, so he still had that mindset of like
arrest people and
I'm still a law officer. But after everything that he went through with the governor,
I could see that. Yeah,
I think that's when he would have started to.
What if it was Carl though?
Oh, he would have killed that bitch.
There we go.
So I guess not a kid, but what if it's Carl? Like
that's
what
the
I'm saying. He would have shot. Okay,
Boyd. That's Boyd with Fatima and
yeah,
stuff,
exactly.
and Sarah, and that's the thing. It's it still comes down to how are you feeling in this moment.
Right.
How was your day?
Or does he feel like Fatima is really family like that?
But Boyd is later season Rick at this point.
True, very true.
But then again, Boyd did shoot Abby for Ellis, so I don't know.
What about you, Scarlett? Do you think Boyd will forgive Clara if he found out all her dirty deeds?
I think it depends on how he finds out and what she's doing. Like, does she kind of come clean? Is it like, does she start trying to help or go against Sophia? Because just like all you guys are saying, with all these different situations, Sarah has done so much, and he didn't forgive her at first. Father Cautry is really the reason why he forgave her, or at least started to forgive her. When for Father Cautry, he was ready to put her in the box. So yeah, early Boyd was very seemingly, especially even over Frank. Like, I don't think he wanted to do Frank, but Father Cautry was almost pushing him to put Frank in the box, if I'm not mistaken. Like, you have to hold true to that. So Boyd has gone back and forth depending on who influences him a lot, and especially even now, like what he did to Elgin. He wasn't going to hurt Elgin. The only reason they had to do that is because Elgin wouldn't talk. So if they end up coming up to Claire and find out, hey, why are you, what the hell, and she comes clean, then I don't think Boyd's going to take her out, because he seems to understand that he's been through enough people to see how this place fucks with people. And Elgin gave Fatima how much blood? She gave a few drops, but Elgin fed her.
Yeah, right.
And Elgin's still walking around. Well, he was walking around. I mean, from Boyd, he was still walking around after Boyd's hand. You know what I mean? Like, yes, Sophia took, and that's another thing. Like, I mean, because if she's explaining to Boyd, like, no, this is what happened to Elgin when Elgin didn't take the deal, Boyd might understand, like, hey, okay, because again, yes, she took the talisman, she's fucked up, but there's been a lot more people who fucked up, I think, a lot worse than Clara.
So then here's another question that I posed to you guys. If you're in From and the man in yellow offers you a deal, do you say no like Elgin, or do you say yes like Clara?
I'm going to say yes, but it doesn't mean I'm going to actually follow through with it. It's going to be rigor either way. I'm going to die either way, Dana. So I might just go ahead and say yes so I can get some power, and then I'm going to go like
you going to say yes just to get by?
I'm going to say yes so I can subvert her power. Look, y'all are going to know I'm going to Boyd right after.
I was thinking the same shit. From what we know right now, I was thinking the same thing. Say agree, and then when I get a chance,
I'm going to die either way. So, I mean, it is what it is, but I can at least save you guys and let y'all know, it's that bitch. I mean,
Well,
I'm going to put this on top of Dana's question.
Because he would have had a chance to tell anybody
right now. I'm not trusting you, Scarlet.
No, you don't have to trust me. I'm already touching everything, but I'm honestly the same reason why I would have done with the image when Elgin found it. I would have been going to that bitch. I would have went and put it underneath Boyd's pillow. But I'm gonna have to take because I'm dead. You're never gonna know. Like, now, she basically covered her tracks. But if I accept the deal, and I know I was gonna die either way, I'll still die. I'm fine with taking the death, but I can at least let one of you guys know before I die. Is my thought.
So you gonna tell us right before you die?
No, I'm gonna tell you right after I get out of her fucking grasp.
Okay.
I'm probably gonna die within like that night, because she's gonna find out. But at least I was able to get the word out.
10%.
Right. Well, what about you, James?
She's gonna be the mole.
Are you
I'm double agent, motherfucker. I'm double agent in this bitch.
Right? Secret Agent Scarlet. What about you, James? Are you taking the deal like Clara, or are you saying no like Elgin?
I'm going to... That's a tough one, depending on the situation, I guess, a little bit. But I don't know. I probably would take it and try to get out of it somehow, other than just succumbing to death immediately.
You too?
Maybe.
So would you go right to Boyd? Would you be too scared to go to Boyd?
I'd go find a black magic marker and try to draw the talisman symbol on a t-shirt and wear it around. I would try all kinds of things.
Erasable marker?
I don't know. It's a lose-lose, you know. I would hate to know I caused somebody to die or something, you know, and that kind of thing. Innocent. But that's the thing. You're in a place where everybody seemingly is going to die and there's no way out.
Right? It's a scary situation.
You know, and the promise to go home, I would hate to go home knowing that I you know, had to do some awful things to other people. It's kind of like, you know, some other shows and stuff where they have games where you have to, all the other contestants have to die, you know, and you're the one that makes it. That would suck being in that situation regardless.
Yeah.
Squid
Right,
Game,
'cause
for
I was
example.
really hoping that
Yep,
Elgin.
that's a good one. Good example.
I was really hoping Elgin was going to take the deal so that he could convince Clara and like team up against Sophia.
That would have been interesting.
But
That would have been interesting. What about you,
I was
BabyKlay?
hoping he would do something different too.
What about you? You taking the deal like Clara, or are you saying no like Elgin?
I'm gonna be real. I think the writers tried to redeem Elgin's stupidity by saying no to the deal and try to redeem himself. That's all. That's the only reason he said no. He's like, okay, I was a dumbass last time, so I'm gonna do something smart. No deal. But in all honesty, yeah, I agree what he did, you know, because just like James said, if he takes the deal, you got to do some fucked up shit to get out. You know what I'm saying? How are you going to live with that? You know what I'm saying? How you going to live with getting 5, 4, you know, whatever the number is, people unalive, and
you don't have to
going
do
home
what she
happily ever after?
says.
I mean, but what happens if you don't do it? So you just
Well, that was the whole point. Is for me, it's immediately telling someone I think is going to need that information, knowing that I'm going to die probably right after or shortly after that, and I'm not going to complete the deal. I'm not going home. I'm assuming whether I take the deal or don't take the deal, I'm assuming death.
So you just think Sophia is making up bargains and finessing people out of going back home?
I mean, even if because like I say, even if you go back home, like to me, it's not like James. It's a lose-lose, and to me, it's kind of like death. Anyways, you're like killing your soul off. I mean, you're killing off your humanity. I mean, you're dying in one form or another.
Yeah, I agree. You know what I'm saying?
That's what I said. It's like an immediate thing. Like, let somebody know, because I would hate for my death to go and then it's almost as if nothing was accomplished from it. Like I died and nobody knows, and she's still out here with Clara fucking around. Yeah. Nobody knows about Clara. Nobody knows about Sophia. But I could have said, okay, knowing that I was gonna I'm probably gonna have the most horrible things happen to me by this entity, but maybe I can let somebody know before that happens. And before whatever she wants me to do, I'm not gonna do it.
Right. But now here's the thing. We do know that Sophia does not know everything, because when Clara walked in and told Sophia that the plan changed, she didn't know. So somehow she's either gaining her information from the spy type of situation through people, but we do know that she doesn't know everything. So there is a chance that by you going to Boyd, she's not going to know. Because we don't know yet how she fully gets all her information. If she's got multiple people like a Clara, does it come through the monsters? But she's not all knowing. She's not all knowing. So there is a chance that you can get away with telling Boyd and her not knowing.
Hold on, Dana. See, and I gotta appreciate your theory even more, because if that's true, if Sophia, aka the man in yellow, isn't all knowing, then they was for sure planning Clara to be the mole since season 1. Because how else would he know that Jim was building the radio?
That's what I'm saying. Like,
if the Jim was building the radio
information some way, but it's not in the
you know what I'm saying?
Omnipresent type of God that just knows all, sees all, is all. She's not that.
Yeah.
So there is a chance that maybe that you might be able to get the upper hand with that. I don't know what you do with it, because again, Sophia's pretty powerful. You don't have a way to stop her. So it's still going to be one of those situations. Okay, we have this little bit of an upper hand, what to do with it, but there's still a possibility that going to Boyd, she might not know.
Mm-hmm.
So does that kind of change your thought on whether you would, because I agree with you, Scarlet, that's what I would do. Knowing that you're fucked either way, I would definitely go to Boyd and be like, listen, I don't know how this is going to work out, but here's this information.
I
you know, but yes, there's going to come a point in time to where, okay, she wants you to put the blood into Fatima. Okay, do you just kind of put it off? Like, how long could you put that off without? So you have a small window, is what I'm saying, a small window to have the upper hand, but you might be able to get the upper hand. Oh no, that's just me. But if you are just popping into the live stream, we are doing a giveaway. If you have not entered the giveaway yet, please put #from into the chat to enter to win some awesome prizes. We have some talisman tea lights to give away, and we have some from lights, and we have one more fromly sign to give away. So if you're located within the United States and you want to enter to win some awesome from merch, now's your chance to do it. Papa Sock says, I don't know if the tower was a problem for Sophia. Hey, panel, I still think Boyd and Sarah got too close by going to the tower, but could it be Tabby digging the hole? Man, who knows? Like, exactly. Like, we don't know how he gets his information, but he's not all-knowing. He's not all-knowing. Because then he would have known that the plan changed. He wouldn't have needed Clara. But what do you guys think? Is that how you took that situation? Because I took it as Sophia got pissed off when she heard that. She wasn't happy. So to me,
I agree with you.
So to me, I took that as she didn't know that the plan changed.
Same here. I don't think she.
Yeah, and it seems as if, and we don't know too if it's a form situation, right? Like in this form that she's taken, maybe she doesn't have like full power, as opposed to maybe when she's speaking over the radio
form or whatever.
Because it is very strange. Like, we'll have to see, because if it was talking over the radio, well, that means that the Maniela had to be somewhere with a radio, right? To be able to get into the signal, or is it just like the telephone and it's, so we'll have to see how that's going to play out.
And then he said that he couldn't be digging the hole, so he saw that, and the hole was nowhere near where the tower was, right? Because Jim had to run to where she was digging the hole.
And seemingly nobody, but see, Tabitha might be connected to him. We don't know how these connections work. Same way that we see Fatima's now connection with the monsters and what that turned into, which that was also Sophia's dirty work. But if there's a connection with certain characters to the entity, like maybe Claire, when you take that deal, he's able to see through you, similar to how like certain characters are connected the way he talks to Sarah. When they form that kind of bond or connection, is he able to see through their eyes or anything like that? Which it doesn't seem like now that he's present here, like in the flesh, so to speak. So I don't know. Like, it is going to be interesting to see if he's always in a form like this, or if there's like another form that allows him to be more omnipresent or see through the monsters, or you know what I mean? Like, who does he able, or is it a telepathic thing where he's talking to somebody? Was it always been Clara that's been giving him the information? And that's why he didn't know about that, because Clara didn't know about it until Clara found out and went and told him. I don't know.
Have we seen him interact with the monsters? Have we seen it?
Once when the first night she was there, she walks outside and the monsters start to walk up on her, but Kenny comes out and she of course is pretending like she's crying over her dad or whatever.
Would you consider that an interaction?
Well, I don't know if we've had another one since then. I mean, not an interaction where they're talking, but that was the only time that she's ever been around the monsters that I can think of.
Yeah, I don't really know if they're on the same side. And then she was able to walk around.
What was the way
night.
she looked at him in the diner this last or 2 episodes back? Or not this one, the one before that. She didn't seem like she was against him or anything. And if she's the one that made the deal with the monsters, they would be on the same side. Right?
You would think.
I have a question for
Jay. Solid.
Sure. What's your question, honey?
The freaking like Baghdad over here. So I want to backtrack a little bit before I forget, because I didn't get a chance to ask the question when we were talking about the Reddit stuff and all that stuff. When you were saying that they did the same thing in Lost, do you remember like the stuff that they did like that for Lost? Did it mean anything? The symbolism? What did it end up serving at the end? If
What do you
that
mean?
question makes sense. Like right now, we don't know what it's gonna be when it comes to that rendezvous thing. But you said they did little stuff like that, like outside of and Lost, like they did in From, right? So what was the payout? Like what was the whole message from it, subliminally, esoterically, literally, or was there anything?
Oh, so yes, Lost had websites outside of the show that were connected to the show. They even did a faux documentary on the actual flight and made like a documentary about the, what did they call them? The Oceanic Six, when the six of them got off the island, and they actually gave information and all these things about, there was hidden messages, there was all that stuff. So the outside stuff that they gave you all made a difference within the show if you could figure it out.
Okay, interesting. I want to keep that in mind.
Yes, so there's actually a faux documentary that you could watch. There is an official Dharma website. There is an official Oceanic website. I don't know if they're still active. Because again, that was a very long time ago and the internet was kind of just starting then. But yes, there's fake websites for all that stuff.
Do you feel that
I can second
it's doing the same thing with this show that they did before? Sorry.
I thought they were, but once James said that there was that disclaimer on the website, then they only did that little bit that they did, then no. They didn't really do any outside connections to, well, there's less to do too. There's not a predominant corporation behind anything. There wasn't a plane crash that had to do with the company. There's no survivors that have gotten out into the real world except Tabitha, but she wasn't out to have enough interaction yet for anybody to even know she really got out to raise any of those questions. I think if anything, what they should have done and what I would have been interested to see is if they did a documentary on the bus, like they did the Oceanic flight. Like a whole busload of people go missing. How did that not gain traction? It's a busload of people. A bus just vanished. That's as big as an airplane almost. You have a big bunch of people. So if they were going to do something like that, I thought they would have done it with the bus, but they didn't. But now I don't know if anybody's checked the name of the bus to see if there's a website that correlates to that. I don't know if the bus had a name on it or a company, but you can check to see if they did something like that. But since nobody's talking about it, I'm going to say no, that they didn't. But yeah, that would be the only thing I could see them besides the moving company. But no, they didn't do it as much as they did in Lost. That's for sure.
They definitely covered the Oceanic flight.
Yeah. There's actually,
But
you
they
can find
lied
it on
about it.
YouTube too.
Yeah.
I believe it's on YouTube. You can find the fake documentary that they did that they called the Oceanic Six or something like that. Or, you know, but it's actually pretty interesting if you actually watch it. It was like if you didn't know that it was part of a show, you would have thought that it was like legit.
Yeah, I've never seen those. I'm gonna have to check those out because I've never seen them.
So the Rendezvous Company has been around since 1506, and they helped the very first settlers move into this area. And ever since then, everybody in Fromville has used their service one way or another.
Wait, that's according to the fan site or the real site?
No, I'm just throwing shit out there.
Damn it,
Hey, that
James.
sounded so brilliant. You had me there.
I was too. I was like, wait a second.
That was real good.
Wait a second.
That's kind of what they
Played
said
me
on
like
that
a
fan
fiddle.
site, though, when they were like talking about their history and shit like that. They were like, everybody, yeah, we've been around since forever,
Touche,
since
James,
before the
touche.
Yes,
show.
Dave Dorf.
So
That is
I'll
one of
say
my
this.
favorite
I
YouTube
understand
channels,
what you
and
were
I
saying.
actually sent videos to Jaxon from that YouTube channel just the other day. It's a great great channel that breaks down Lost to this day. He's a relatively new channel. He's not back from when Lost used, like, he's a new channel that came up after Lost like was over. So he's relatively new and he does great breakdowns of Lost. But I guess
when
it's
Lost
about
was
that.
out, that's the first time I started listening to podcasts ever.
That's that was big. That was when all that was just kind of starting.
You got 24 episodes. Best 24 weeks of the year.
It was good, but I guess we'll go ahead and give away those 2 tea lights, and then we'll wrap it up with the last 2 lights and the Frumly sign. So if you have not entered the giveaway, there's 29 in here. Hashtag from with a capital F for your chance to win these cool light up talismans. They're still talismans, but they light up and they stand up and they're cool. And they come with he sent me little tea lights that go with them, and they change color, and they're awesome.
Yeah, I don't know that guy very well, but shout out to Nick. You said was the
Yeah,
man who
Nick
made
L.
these? Yeah, shout out to him because he did a fabulous job, man. Those are incredible.
Yeah.
Yes, and I can't wait for D&D to start because he 3D printed me a whole tavern that we're going to be able to get to play in. So
Nice.
he does some awesome stuff. And he made me like trees and landscape stuff and all this stuff for when we start D&D. So I can't wait. It's like sitting there and I can't wait to use it.
That sounds dope. Let me know when you do that.
Absolutely. Have you ever dabbled in D&D, Ray?
I've always wanted to.
Okay.
So I have not yet, but I've always wanted to.
Well, the Dark Lord and I will always take people who want to.
Now, remember how you were saying you didn't want to fall for their tricks.
And you
Ray,
know,
don't listen to her. She's like the evil entity.
The Dark Lord and I love
all
making
right,
deals.
go ahead and listen to that shit.
I'm ready
Right,
for
Dark
it.
Lord? We love making deals, don't we?
You gonna fall for that? Look, you gotta out before you get in there.
You want to come to the side that's going to win.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay. Yeah, and he's gonna take your soul in the end. See, he's gonna be the soul taker instead of you.
No, I'll let you go home.
That's gonna be my name too.
I'll let you go home.
He's gonna take your soul. Yep. See.
James,
oh God, he just said the words of the evil. Yeah, listen.
No.
Yeah, go ahead and listen to that if you like. You're gonna lose.
We can grant you powers
ready
and magics beyond your wildest imagination.
All the temptation, it comes at a price.
No. Our Dark Lord is amazing. He's a stand-up
He's amazing
guy.
at being a trickster and
Don't
killing
listen
people.
to her, folks. No.
He likes to delete worlds, I believe.
Only those who mess with him.
Oh, I'm sure.
At least he doesn't eat them like Galactus.
No, I mean,
he probably does. He rips their.
You'd be upset too
souls
if you
out
got
and all
locked
kinds of
away
stuff.
Unjustly.
I wouldn't
James,
say
I
it was
respect you even
unjustly.
more
From
now.
what I understand, he wasn't very good to his wife. Might have been a few beatings and things.
It's all rumors.
Sure.
The paparazzi blew it out of proportion.
I mean, them evil children that popped out from that too, right?
I mean, really? Are we really the bad guy?
Right?
You know, they're trying to fool you. The real bad guy.
I distinctly remember somebody
is trying
locking
to
up all of the
fool
entities
you, telling you that
to
they're
take
the
their
good
powers.
guy.
No.
He just
Don't
likes
listen
to
to her.
absorb power. That's all he
Scarlet, you're
wants.
the trickster? You're the one I have to bargain with?
No, that's James is the one putting up a bargain, and Dana, they over here bargaining it up with temptation of powers and things. I haven't
sense
offered
Loki,
no
a little
bargain.
Loki in you.
All right, well, if you want to join their side, you find out. They're the ones offering a bargain. I offer
Right.
nothing but
And
what
we
you
have-
see.
I love everybody in the panel, but I'm on
We
Scarlet's
have
side.
cookies too. Our cookies are great. We have delicious.
Be right back, y'all.
Yeah, you go ahead and drink that Kool-Aid that goes with them.
You know, the Dark Lord makes a mean chocolate chip cookie.
That Kool-Aid to wash it down with is deadly.
I'm sitting here listening to all the stuff that I don't need to do.
But okay, guys, you ready? You ready to draw for these tea light talismans.
That's right, Manicore. We walk the line between light and dark. It will never succumb to the darkness.
Well, Scarlet, you might be talking too soon. You never know.
You ain't tempted me enough yet.
You never know. There's a lot. We have a while.
Oh,
but here we
know
go.
Me, I take a lot of temptation.
Right?
Here we go.
All
right, let's see who our next winner is gonna be.
Yes. Yes, who's it gonna be?
Papa Socks!
Papa
Congratulations, hon! You are our next winner.
See, you said it.
The tip game. The board is locked. Oh, let's get this party started. Let's get this party started.
Congratulations, Papa Socks.
Yes, but you guys should definitely come out and check out when we start to play D&D, because we make it a lot of fun. You guys in the chat get to interact. I throw stuff to you guys. You guys can choose to help the players. You guys can choose to mess with the players. We make it a lot of fun for even you guys in the chat to come in and, you know, cause either some fuckery with me or some fuckery to me. It's your choice. But we have a lot of fun. We have a lot of fun. Yes, congratulations, Papa Socks. You did it. But again, #from capital F in the chat if you want to enter to win some awesome prizes. And we're going to go right into the next tea light and keep it going. So #from everybody. There's 30 people in here. Come on. Don't you want free stuff? I pay for the shit. You just got to give me your address. That's it. You give me your address and a nice, awesome box arrives to you with goodies. Who doesn't like goodies? I love goodies. I got so excited when James sent me goodies. I was like, ooh, I got a box. So it's fun. It's fun when you get a box. Yes. You guys get to play with us just as much. And at some point, we're also going to open up games to you guys for anybody who wants to experience D&D and wants to maybe play just a quick one-shot game and have some fun. We have somebody who's going to make some pre-made characters and let you guys come in and play. And so it's a lot of fun. We have a lot of stuff happening when it comes to D&D. But okay, Scarlet, let's go.
Here we go.
Here we go.
Who's it gonna be?
Who's it gonna be?
Jen, the teacher. Congratulations.
Nice, Jen.
All the clicks. Here we go. Oh.
Okay. The tip game. The board is locked. Oh, let's get this party started. Let's get this party started.
Congratulations again, hon.
Yes. Yes. So we have 3 items after this, and then I know we're going to be doing some more stuff in the future with some talismans and stuff. So it's not going to be, it is your last time to win a shirt. So the shirts are officially done for the season. You'll have to wait until season 5 for the next round of giveaways for some t-shirts. But this is going to be fun. So it's so many, we have so many questions. So do you guys think now that it comes to the night monsters and seeing Fatima and being turned into a monster, do you think that the other monsters that we see, is there still a chance that they could be redeemed in some way? Do they still have their soul? Do you think there is any form of humanity still within them, especially... It looked like even when you talk about Jasmine, she really didn't want to do what she did. I didn't take it that way. Do you think that there's a chance that these monsters could possibly still have a soul or part of their humanity left? What do you guys think?
I'm not sure. I'm assuming that even if they I'm gonna say no, but I mean it's hard to say. I want to even say that after if they do finish the fuckery, that they're just gonna die because they won't have immortality anymore if they break that.
Mm-hmm.
And I don't.
That is a really good question.
Like, because they made that deal, so I don't know if they can go back from that as far as because that's like that was a huge deal. That wasn't just a okay, hey, you want to go home, you know, you got to help me. This is like, hey, you sacrificed your child. That was a lot of even the way Fatima described like this coldness she felt. The more she connected to it, it's almost as if the light's gone.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know.
What about you, James? Do you think there's any chance that these monsters might have a soul still, or humanity, or what we would call humanity?
No.
You think there's like a window, maybe like Fatima, they all maybe still have a trace of themselves in the beginning, but eventually succumb to that sort of mindset?
That's a little harder to answer because are we talking about the exact same thing as far as one of the parents who sacrificed their kid and became a monster
True.
versus how
The way
Fatima
did, yeah.
So I don't know. It just seems like maybe the parents or the ones who sacrificed probably wanted even maybe to become a monster. But it does seem like Fatima either is at this point fully changed, or as you and some others have talked about, over time, even though she might want to be a good person, it just doesn't, like, you know, there's urges or you know, just her change makes that impossible. So
Okay.
yeah, I don't
Do
know.
you think at this point, like, there's no humanity left in those monsters? It's completely gone. The townsfolk monsters, let's call them.
Yeah. And as far as like, could they be changed back? No. You know, and whatever humanity left when they made the sacrifice and became monsters.
So
But Fatima's unique.
Right, but even at the end of the day, if they were able to be turned human again, do you think that would make a difference, or they're too far gone at this point? Even turning them back into humans, you think they'd be able to sort of like be able to live like a human again?
See, that goes back to the magic or supernaturalness of the place. You know, we don't know that. I mean, we just don't know. It's plausible because it's magic or whatever, if you want to look at it that way, or supernatural. So it's plausible because, I mean, you know, if you want to go as far as stretch reality and say, I'm going to make night monsters that their insides are dried up and they turn into monsters in their faces and scream and cut you up and you know, all these other things. If you want to go past reality to say that, then sure, anything else past that is possible, you know.
What about you, Ray? Do you think the monsters have some humanity left, or still have a soul per se?
I think we might get at least one.
And you're just talking about Fatima?
Well, I don't know if it's gonna be fat. So I agree with. I don't know who was the first person to say this, but I agree with the person that said that she's on daywalker status. Like she's
Okay.
in between.
My bad, y'all. I'm back.
You good, bro?
What we talking about?
I was just asking, do you guys think that the night monsters still have a soul or any humanity left within them? Or do you think that they are completely just gone?
I think they got, rather if it's 1%, 2% of humanity left in them, they got a little bit. Because I'm still on how Jasmine looked at that mirror.
That's
like
why
she
I brought
missed,
it up.
You know what I'm saying? What she was or what she used to be. So, you know, I still think if they don't have it in them, they still at least think about being regular again. So I gotta agree with your friend.
Okay, what about you, Jaxon? Do you think these monsters still have a soul or any humanity left within them?
See, it's really hard to tell with the monsters in Fatima. Like James said, she's a totally different type of monster, and she could be at this very point in the show slowly just like turning to where she may not have a soul. And the thing is, with the other people, I think it can't be their soul because I think they're in their soul form, like the ones that are alive anyway. And you can't, so like your divinity form in this place, whatever you got to call, so you don't really have a body. You're in your soul divinity form or whatever you want to call it. But the monsters, they're different. And I'm not 100% sure, but I do think that these monsters, depending on the couples, because they seem like they're couples, the males might be guilty by association because I do think this has happened before. It has to have happened at least once because we wouldn't see the kimono lady. And if it's happened at least once, that means she had kind of like she went through the similar things that Fatima was going before she turned and saw somebody else, right? You would think. So if that's the case, like I think she's the mother of monster and might be able to do both, but it could be a possibility because she did say, "Don't forget about me or how I was," or something to that, fashion. So she could totally lose her soul, and that's what she meant. So I'm not 100% sure because the monsters are kind of different, but it could be that.
That's very true. That's very true. What about what is our chat saying? Let's see. You guys think that the monsters still have some kind of soul? Jen, the teacher, says Jasmine said that it wasn't her choice either, but I'm not sure Jasmine birthed a monster like Fatima. True. Well, we don't know if, okay, so it's like we know the monsters sacrifice their children for their quote unquote immortality. Was it just the parents who became monsters? Because we've seen so many parents, but we've seen so many monsters, but only 7 children per se sacrificed. So like there are definitely more monsters than there are children, and we've seen old monsters, we've seen younger monsters. Do you guys think the whole town was kind of turned? So maybe that's why a monster like Jasmine is like, I didn't choose to be this way, because she wasn't part of the initial ones who sacrificed a child, that she just kind of got wrapped up in the ritual because she was an original town folk. Because even the question comes up when we saw the monsters look at Smiley when he died, they definitely were shocked. It's not, they weren't looking at that like they saw that before. So I really do think that everything that happened to Fatima this season is definitely unique, or the first time that it's happened. So do you think that some of the other monsters we've seen are just collateral damage?
I'm not 100% sure because Fatima said they were the parents of the children, at least the nightmare monsters. So that was stated in the show by her. So I had no idea if that means anything or not, or if that's going to be a red herring at this point, because we just honestly don't know.
Okay, what about you, BabyKlay? You think that some of these monsters maybe were just collateral damage in some way?
Oh yeah, for
Because
sure.
there are way more monsters than there are children.
Yeah, hell yeah. It's I think we was talking about this last night on Tony's stream. I think it's over 20 monsters, right? If I'm not mistaken, you know what I'm saying? I don't think, like, for example, I don't think the wife ever had children. The wife monster with the wedding gown on with the shit over her face. I've never, I don't think that she was ever a mother. I think she was used as collateral damage, like you said, sort of like Fatima, because like Fatima can't conceive. You know what I'm saying? That's what she said in season 3. She wasn't supposed to get quote unquote pregnant. But was this a real pregnancy? You know, is this like in reality? If she was pregnant, of course, she, have a fetus, 9 months, blah, blah, blah. here she feels as though that she's pregnant, and a week later has Smiley. So can we really consider this a pregnancy? Did she really birth her child? You know what I'm saying? Some people might take it as, I guess, she birthed her own child, but to me, I don't think that this was a real pregnancy. So that shows that monsters can be created without even them having to sacrifice their children. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Yeah. This is what I say. So many questions, but I do have a fun one for you guys. So, which character do you think would survive a zombie apocalypse? This is something me and Miguel were talking about earlier. And I'll start with you, James. Which characters from Fromville do you think, if we pop them into the world of The Walking Dead, who do you think would survive the longest?
That's a good question there, Dana. Out of all the characters.
Yeah, me and Miguel were talking about that earlier today.
I'd like to say Boyd.
You think Boyd would be like a Rick?
I don't know if he'd be like a Rick, but maybe smart enough.
He'd be like a Shane.
He may be more like a Rick, and then of course get hardened by the place like Rick did. But I think he has more chance to survive. Ellis, I don't think so. Donna, it's hard to see. People like Sarah, maybe. Tabitha, Jade, both seem like wussies. It's hard to.
I think Julie would be a tough ass kid. I think she would. She would be tough. I think she would latch on quick to how to survive.
Yeah, that's a good possibility.
So you think Boyd has the best chance of surviving the zombie apocalypse?
Yeah, Kenny maybe. Him and Kenny.
Okay.
It's hard to think of anybody else. Maybe Sarah, maybe Julie. Yeah.
Okay. What about you, Scarlet? Like, Walking Dead aside, like, in just a general zombie apocalypse, which character do you think would be the best in a zombie apocalypse?
Yeah, I mean, I'm kind of with James on the Boyd. I was trying to think past that. Yeah, Boyd and Donna together might be able to, but she gets really freaked out. So, yeah, it's hard to say because I'm trying to think of our other characters, and I don't know. I mean, maybe Jade, but then again, he kind of don't know if he'd survive as well. So yeah, I'm gonna go with Boyd.
What about Victor? I mean, he's resilient. Just because he has that childlike mindset, he did survive as a child and from. Now, mind you, there's magic and all this.
And the boy in white helped him a little bit and things. So I don't know if he really. I don't know.
Victor made a deal too, and he doesn't remember.
That could be possible. So you don't think Victor would make it far in the zombie apocalypse?
I don't know. It's hard to say because I'm trying to think of our characters in the actual zombie apocalypse. This is like an interesting kind of situation for them where they can't really leave that area.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I guess maybe Randall, maybe.
Yeah. He's pretty tough.
I want to go last because I'll wait to see if anybody else picks who I haven't.
So that's a good one. What about you, BabyKlay? Which of our characters from Fromville, if we dropped them right in the zombie apocalypse?
I know who you gonna pick.
Elgin. No, I'm just playing. Elgin is the first to die. I think he dies in season whatever zombie apocalypse we're in. I think Elgin dies first. I just had to put that out there. I agree. I think Randall. I agree with Laura. I think Randall would do great. I think Julie would do fine. I think Victor would do fine. I think the guy that's always holding a gun at the door, he will always do fine because he's always prepared. He got a fucking gun like in hand always. Let me see. I would say Jim. Only because he was quick to grab a stick and hit somebody. You know, if these are regular zombies, if you hit a zombie up top of the head, you might make them fall. So I think Jim would have to survive in the zombie apocalypse. He was dealing with something super entity, you know, some
supernatural compared
supernatural
I agree
type
with
shit.
that.
But I think Jim would be able to make it out of zombie apocalypse. And I will say my last one. I'm gonna give this to you, Dana. Clara.
You think Clara would survive?
If she making bargains with the devil, I'm pretty sure this bitch can make it out of a zombie apocalypse. She was cooking cows. She wears the same clothes. All she need is a weapon, and I think she survives.
She'd be thrifty.
Eugene.
I think she's done.
You think she'd be a Eugene?
She'd be a Eugene. She's like, hey, y'all, I'm a scientist. I know the cure is safe.
Right? Keep me safe.
Eugene never got picked off the show, did he?
Well, on the show, he became kind of he didn't get kicked off, and he started off a little slow, but they gave him some roles to to man up a little. I gotta give him that.
He was pretty predominant.
That's not the whole cast.
Fellow doesn't do that.
Hold on, and Vic, that's not the whole cast because I didn't say Kenny, I didn't say Tien Chen, I didn't say Sarah, I didn't say none of those. So get off my back.
Can I say one before? Who's next? Who's next? Did everybody go?
I would say Julie and Boyd.
No, I haven't gone yet. I know who you're gonna say.
Go.
I bet you. I have a feeling you go. Go ahead, say it first if you think it is. I think you do. I think you know what I'm gonna say.
Is it my turn?
Yep, it's your turn, Ray.
Okay. Harold Perrineau.
Boyd, yeah.
The reason why I say that, and I think Jaxon on the same shit, is because he was in a zombie show.
Oh, that's very true.
That's a good answer, but that's not who I was picking.
Okay. I thought I got you on that one.
He was in World War Z.
But you're close.
He was in that show, but he died in like the first episode though.
He did. That was kind of sad, but it was death by baby zombie, which was pretty funny.
Yeah. Well, go ahead, Jack.
Iron freaking Abby.
No.
She was in the military.
Yeah.
She was in the military. She was a higher ranking boy.
Take out what From did to her and just her military background. Yeah. No,
I don't think
point.
she has I don't think she got.
She only broke because she was in
Abby.
From. She wouldn't have broken like that, I don't think, in a zombie apocalypse because there was supernatural reasons behind. If we look at her like what's happening to Henry, then I think Abby might have. No, I agree with you, Jaxon. I think Abby would have been a good
zombie.
choice.
It's a nightmare.
And if you team them up with Boyd, oh, forget it. You got the fucking brains of the army, and then the whole Marine Corps. They'll be straight. And then, but you did say one person, so that's the one person I would pick, not a team.
Yeah,
I'm just teasing, Jax, but I Abby, as soon as she sees a zombie, is nightmare. I gotta unalive everybody that's alive.
That's fine. That's fine by me. Everybody stay away. Just let her loose.
Right.
She like
that's a good point.
I like that. I like that though. I do like
fragile.
That.
I don't think so. Well, no, we have seen her screwdriver Elgin. So she's not afraid.
I'm telling you.
No, Sarah's not afraid to get her hands dirty.
Sarah will remind me of a Carol. Eventually becoming a Carol. Starting off like her and becoming a badass but younger. That's what I think that Sarah would be in a Walking Dead apocalypse type of deal.
Oh no. Sarah, I think Sarah would survive. She's a survivor.
Maybe.
And honestly, we don't have a Daryl.
I would see Sarah more like a Beth.
You think so?
I could see that too.
I think Sarah would be more like a Beth. Vulnerable, like, because Beth was still tough. Don't get it twisted. But she was just still very vulnerable and like very frail. Like,
well, it's time to ask the Jefe, the big boss, the one who knows it all, Big James. Who do you think Sarah would play in the Walking Dead roles?
Yeah, I agree with you. She would match a Carol.
Really?
I think eventually. She might start off weak, but end up strong.
Okay, touche.
Yeah, I agree with Green Spider. Christy could be another good one. But doctors never seem to fare well
No, they
in The Walking Dead.
because they're so sought
No,
after.
they don't.
They're
True.
so sought after.
And honestly, since Randall was like with his role, kind of, if he used his brains and the way he was using the rifle and shit, he could possibly be a Daryl role. But you would have to, write the role for him. But I could
Randall
see
equals
him.
Daryl. I like that.
You think
Who is Elgin? That's what I want to hear.
The
in The
pastor,
Walking Dead?
Yeah, who is
Gabriel,
Elgin in The Walking
Oh
Dead?
man, that's a good one.
Gabriel. He just
Gabriel.
I would say
Gabriel
he's
just how
Eugene, but
yeah.
never doing anything correctly, like ever.
I fucking hated him. I hated him in The Wire and in Walking Dead. He's a great actor though. The actor is fucking great.
Yeah,
But
he's
almost
really nice.
every character he plays, they're fucked up.
Hey, y'all
Yeah,
just
too. He's a good
silly.
actor when it comes to that. James, what do you think? Because you're the big dog when it comes to that.
What's the exact question again? Sorry.
Who is Elgin
Elgin, in The
in The Walking Dead?
Who would he be comparable to?
I mean, his kind of, I don't know if cowardice is the right word. It does kind of match Eugene a little bit.
And Gabriel.
Gabriel would probably be the closest, I think. Gabriel.
I think I like Eugene. I didn't even hear Eugene earlier. I like the Eugene one better.
Yes. Okay, since we're having some fun, if you had to spend one day trapped in Fromville with one character, who would you choose? Just one. You can only pick one character. If you were in Fromville for one day, who would you want to be with? Scarlet. Scarlet, who would you want to be with? You could choose one character.
Oh, that's a good question. I don't even know.
Is it really a good question, Scarlet? Is it really?
Guy.
It's a
Just
great
you
question.
think that, but maybe I don't want to be in front with him, James. That wouldn't be
I didn't
fun.
say that. BabyKlay did. No, I'm just I did.
Damn, BabyKlay, you threw
It
you
was
under
me.
the
Both
bus.
said it.
It was me.
Right?
I don't want to be
just said,
trapped
"Take
in
it,
From
baby,
with
Clay,
him. I want to
take
be
it."
trapped outside of From with him. There's a difference.
Jade. I bet she'll think Jade. That's my guess.
No, because I don't want to be trapped in From with nobody. None of our characters. That's just not fun. Because then I'm gonna end up dying. Probably. I'm not gonna be the main. I'm not Tabitha or Jade. It ain't gonna work out too well.
So there's not one person, if you got stuck in Fromville for one day, you'd want to be stuck with.
No, I can't think of anybody.
What about you, James? What about you? Is there one person got to be stuck in Fromville? Who would you want to be stuck with?
I don't know. You know, part of me says Sophia.
Why?
Why are people
Let me
saying
get that out the
Sophia?
way real quick. That was my answer too, and I thought I was going to get some heat for it, so I was going to explain
What?
first. But James, you came through.
Not the
Hell yeah.
character, but the actor.
No, the character.
Both.
No, the
Character.
character 16. You got to say the actor.
No, I just mean, you know, if you want to fuck the bullshit, fuck the 5 seasons of fucking bullshit, just put me in front of the main bad guy and let's fight it out. You know, straight up.
Oh, go big or go home.
Yeah, exactly.
I like that. I like that, but I will take a different route.
What about you, Ray? If you got stuck in Fromville for one day with one character, who would you choose?
Tabitha.
Of course you would.
But she married.
I mean,
Well, she's got a
he's
lot of
dead.
husbands under her belt. Are you saying you're going in
widow.
for
And from
he going in. I don't got no talismans at my house. Can I come over here?
Yeah. Ray's like if if I had to spend, you know, all these reincarnated lives with anybody, it'd be you. It'd be you.
Don't you need
that's
don't you need
sweet.
somebody to come over here and nail these windows shut?
I agree with her. That's what I'll be saying to Sophello, man. Can you imagine if you can fall in love with me and have her on my side? Oh my God, we'll rule the world
So
together.
you would try to seduce the entity,
Jaxon on
the evil
some.
entity.
I
Yeah,
wouldn't
he on
say
some.
seduce. I wouldn't go that far because she's 22. But in this place, she's ancient and it's actually, the man in yellow. So I don't care what avatar she's in. She can be in Doug's and I'm gonna fucking play
Right?
nice. I don't care
You're the
that.
baby compared to the evil entity.
That's right. And I'm the one that needs to learn.
Yeah, Jaxon
What
wanna
about
rule
you,
the world.
BabyKlay?
Y'all watch out for Jaxon.
I don't want to rule the world. I swear to God, on my kids, I don't want to rule the world. I just want to make it better for them and everybody in it.
I'm gonna go with Sarah. I'm gonna go with Sarah a lot. Let me stay with Sarah.
Where's Bill? Uh-oh.
I'm gonna make sure that whatever she hears, I'm gonna report that shit to Boyd. You know what I'm saying? And lock me up with Sarah. Yeah.
With Sarah. Oh my gosh. If I got to be stuck in from with one character and I would choose Donna. I'd be like, 'cause Donna's just she's a badass lady. I'd pick Donna.
That's a good choice. I like Donna.
I bet y'all will have.
Right, I take
so
it
much
back,
to
Dana.
talk
I
about.
figured it out.
Who?
Patty, so I can push her ass into the monsters before I leave.
I like that too. I love that one.
You throw her cookies at her.
Yeah, right as I
bloody
push her
cookies.
into the monsters, I throw her a plate of cookies in her face. Eat this, bitch.
Would you have done that or let her shoot herself or both?
Take these
No,
nasty.
I'm just tossing her into the monsters. She's gonna freak out anyways. They'll be waiting on her. I'm like, here's your sacrifice. Here's your cookies too. Enjoy. Get the shit out of here. Lock the door.
Here are your nasty ass cookies. All green.
If I was Boyd, I would have let her shoot herself and look back and said, "Damn, my bad."
Yeah, nobody picked Penny.
Where you get the ingredients to make cookies?
No, fuck all that. Why are you making cookies and you got an open wound on your mouth and you talking down onto the cookies?
Maybe
You
she
still
covered it
flaking
up
and shit
when
like
she
that.
was baking, and she just took it off to present the cookies to him. When you have a burn, you're really not supposed to keep it. The air needs to hit it. But maybe we didn't see her make the cookies. We
Y'all
don't
gonna
know
eat some
practiced proper hygiene etiquette when coming to baking. So let's not judge. It's not judge.
She made.
But Papa, I hope so. She was supposed to be killed in this season, Riggers. Pieces of shit. She was a liability any fucking ways.
Poor Patty. Even my neighbor, who's named Patty, gave us permission to throw Patty out of the car. Patty said, "Kill Patty."
Yeah, they could have stopped the car to kill Patty. Like, just stop the car.
I wish the Cabbage Patch Dolls just
She
got
was
rid
already
of them.
going through some. Hey, that was kind of sad that they only mentioned those Cabbage Patch Dolls once. To be honest, I don't want to bring it up and start, gaslighting everybody, but to only see them once like that and never talked about again was kind of messed up.
I would have been yelling, slow down, so this monster can kill Patty ass real quick.
Those were cinnamon toast brownies. That's what they look like, chopped up into squares, burnt.
Right. But yep, Sophia, let's just cut to the chase and Elgin my ass to send me home. There you go. And yes, Doc, those Pokemon cards are worth a lot. I'm actually going to start doing some pack rips with my nephew on my channel. We recorded a lot of pack rips down when I was in North Carolina. So you're going to see some fun family stuff coming to my channel where I open up some Pokemon cards with my nephew.
Yo, if I could have just kept my I had 5 rare Charizard cards back in like 99. I regret that. I just regret getting rid of my binder. Like I be watching these Pokemon cards opening, and I'm like, bro, I used to have that. Like I literally, my favorite cards was Pokemon.
We played Yu-Gi-Oh. That's what
I loved Yu-Gi-Oh. Don't get me wrong. Yu-Gi-Oh was more of a playing game.
Yeah,
I think Pokemon was more of a collect. It was still a game though, because I used to battle Pokemon
it's still
too.
Collector now.
It was a card
game.
One was a card game, and the other one was more like a battle.
Charizards, Bulbasaurs.
Yeah.
Squirtles. Oh man, Charmanders was so fucking
Yeah,
rare.
I made each of us a big binder, and we're gonna create like a Pokédex together. And
Yeah.
I told him because all he loves my YouTube channel, and he's like, I want to do stuff, but he's young, so a lot of the stuff I cover is really not meant for him just yet. So I promised him we were gonna do a Pokemon like pack rip series. So it was a lot of fun. I know nothing about Pokemon, so it was just fun opening up some packs with him. But even cards now, it's freaking crazy. Pokemon, just
cards is
buying
crazy.
these cards, like, oh my god, so expensive, so expensive.
The ones he mentioned, Logan Paul has one, bro. If you would have kept those cards, dog.
I had over, I think, 300 cards, and I had maybe 10 of them was rare. I know I had 2 Charizards, like 3 Bulbasaurs. Like, people sleep on the Bulbasaur cards, but when you get them rare, it wasn't often that you got a good Bulbasaur card. So I mean, back in 99, 2000, Pokemon was at its peak. You know what I'm saying? So I traded it in for a fucking Xbox. And I'm older now, and I'm just like, fuck. Why was I trying to be responsible? Why did I come up with that? I went to my mom and my dad and I was like, hey.
No, you wouldn't have never known.
I would have never known. I never, but see, what's crazy, I did kind of know because my dad was like, son, you need to hold on to those cards because one day it's going to be a big thing because he used to collect like comic books and sports cards or whatever. But I never knew it was going to be as big as it was. But I should have listened. But I was like, hey, you know, I saved up and I got my binder. Can I get my Xbox?
But
I could have waited till Christmas. I fucked up.
Right. But I will say we have 35 people in here watching. Thank you guys so much for joining us tonight and joining the giveaway. We're going to pull up and do the last 3 items that we're giving away for the evening before we just talk a little bit more from and then close it out. But if you are interested in any of the from lights or the fromly sign, now is your time to enter. Hashtag from, capitalize the F, join in the last giveaway. And let's see who's going to win these last 3 prizes. We'll give you guys a minute or so just to catch up and enter if you want to enter. If you are within the United States, feel free to enter. One day, hopefully, if they figure this whole thing out, which I unfortunately don't ever think they will, I would love to ship overseas. It's just so hard. It's even hard shipping to Canada. Canada is a nightmare. Shipping to Canada is a nightmare. I've never had to fill out so much paperwork in my life to ship something to Canada. Like I was shocked. I was like, what is all this stuff? Literally 15 pages to mail something to Canada. And then in Canada, they have to pay to pick something up, which we technically can get in trouble for, because if we deem something a giveaway and they have to come out of pocket for any money, we could actually get in trouble for that with the licensing and stuff that has to do with that. So I can't even now ship to Canada even if I wanted to, just because Canada requires
that would be like false advertising or something.
Yes,
like that, right?
Because of licensing and stuff like that. It's one thing because no money is exchanging hands that we're able to do a lot of the giveaways. But it's just the simple fact that because they have to pay to pick up something on their end in Canada, I can't even ship to Canada even if I wanted to. So, but last chance, guys, get those entries in, and we're gonna pull the last 3 for some. We'll start with the 2 lights, and then we'll end with the fromly sign. So here we go, Scarlet.
Here we go. Who's it gonna be? Let's see. Oh my goodness. Oh, it's third shift lurker.
Right?
Ooh.
And he got in there at the last second.
Holy shit. Right? Congratulations. Yeah, really? Holy shit. Congratulations.
I think the name is fitting.
Okay. That's it, gang. The board is locked. Oh, let's get this party started. Let's get this party started.
Congratulations, hon.
Yes. So you won one of our from box lights and an awesome keychain. So congratulations. And if you just pile into the Discord, mine, Scarlet, or James, whichever one you prefer, and you could reach any one of us through any of the Discords to get me over your information. If not, I can leave my email in the chat, or Scarlet is on X. We're both on Instagram. We have lots of ways, folks.
Congratulations again, hun. And I do appreciate the cat. He's cute.
Oh, I didn't notice
Like
it was
the
a kitty
kitty.
cat.
I know.
Yes.
All right, folks.
All right. Last two chances.
More. Yep.
Last two chances.
Hey, oh my gosh, here we go. Scarlet! Congratulations,
Congratulations, Caroline. Crap,
Yes.
Caroline is going for mod of the fucking year. Shouts out
Yes.
to Caroline.
We have a winner. It's the Buckners, ladies and gentlemen. The Buckners pull the W. All right, that means that congratulations go to maintenance, who will share the pot with Ronald the intern.
Woo!
Congratulations, Miss Caroline. Got
Who
one
will it
more
be?
item.
It will be you. It will be you, Missy. So
Just
yes,
putting down.
Miss Real Cinema Therapy, just capitalize your F in order to enter. I don't know if, yeah, there we go. We're not sure if that makes a difference, but we think it does.
Just in case. It never
Right?
hurts.
Play it
All right,
safe.
folks. Last item of the night. Who's it going to
Yes.
be? Let's see. I don't know. Oh my goodness. It's the
For the
From
From Me
Sign
sign, yep.
and keychain. Oh, congratulations. Is it
Mandarin?
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 Congratulations. I hope we did not.
Yep,
butcher
I
that.
should. We are so sorry if we did not say that right in any way, shape, or form.
But congratulations nonetheless.
Okay, that's it, gang. The board is locked. Oh, let's get this party started. Let's get this party started.
Yes.
Congratulations to all the winners.
Yes. Big congratulations. And we are definitely going to be doing something else probably at some point. We have a few more items we have to give away. We have some more talismans. We have a few more from lights. So this is not going to be the last per se, but unfortunately it is the last for the t-shirts. So you'll have to wait till next year when we figure out our new design for the final season of From. That's going to be a hard one. It's like the final season. It's gotta be good. It's gotta be good.
Oh,
Claire-
what's up?
Claire
Man in
waving.
Yellow?
Mr.
Claire
Doug
waving.
Hughes.
Hi,
joined the
Hi,
building.
Mr. Man in Yellow. Hope everything is going good on your end. But yes, thank you everybody who participated in the giveaways. Thank you everybody who hung with us throughout the season over here on Scarlet's, on James's, watching our videos, BabyKlay's stuff. We love you and we appreciate you guys so very much.
Damn
That's why
right
we
we
do these giveaways. We do this for you guys because it is a way for us to give back to you guys, because the Fromly community is just, we love you guys, and we started with you guys, so we thank you so much. We are doing well. Just celebrating. Well, it's almost done,
I
but
still got an hour and a half or less.
I have like 20 more minutes of the 4th of July.
It's settled out there a bit, but there's still some commotion.
It did. But I mean, right? This season is just, it's sad. I'm sad that it's over. I'm excited to see where it's going to end.
Papa says, "Oh, did we just hear t-shirts next year?" No. You made him pull a Tabitha.
Oh no.
That's funny, Doc. I mean, well, I said Doc because I'm seeing you guys in the chat, but Papa, my bad. See, that's what happens when I'm trying to read and click. I don't multitask when I read very well.
Right? So it's just this was a ride. I mean, I could remember when we first started watching From together. I mean, literally we all came, every one of us, we came together because of From. I mean, that's where, like, that's going to be our home forever. So it's going to be bittersweet. It's going to be bittersweet when it comes to an end. That's for sure.
Yeah.
I agree.
But you can
Right?
best believe I'm still putting my Tilly Sus videos is out after the show is over with. I'm sorry. I'm still putting out that shit. I'm
Right?
dying on that hill.
Well, there you go, because you never know. Now with the big Clara reveal, I'm not, if you know, do it, because you never know. You never know. And I was so excited when we got the Clara reveal, not just because I was talking about it, like just because that was actually something I like, and nobody was willing to believe it. So I thought that was one of the like better reveals of the season. For sure. Our poor girl.
Hey, you called it. You've been calling it since early season, maybe late season 2, early season 3. So I mean, like, but like I man, listen. Clara, when did anyone else get the feeling like when she went to Sophia and said, hey, I think she went back to tell Sophia that they was taking down the tree? Was that what she was when she said,
Yeah,
well, you should have came and told me sooner?
That was
about the
because
tree?
Tabitha, the plan changed with Tabitha and Jade being the only ones to go down into the tunnel to retrieve the bones. It was supposed to be like a bigger kind of group effort, I guess, going down into the caverns, but then Tabitha figured out with the talisman that it needed to be Jade and Tabitha. And I think that's because when the man in yellow was talking to Clara, he said, this place works on ritual and how you do things. So the fact that they were the two going, I think, changed it for them, for the man in yellow / Sophia. Like that changed the game because now they were closer to being right than they were wrong. I think the tree still messed it up, but I think that was still so close. And I think it was you, Scarlet, who said that you think they have to leave the tunnels by going through the door.
Yeah, I thought maybe the door would come into play with that. Like they'd have to end up, and that would be how the door popped open. As like coming back, like as if maybe they went through the door, like they brought the children through the door originally. So it's almost like going back through the process of what happened to them, digging them up, taking them back. Because it seems if the tree matters and the tree takes them to the tower, and he's just like, aha, you got a tree no more. So then it's possible they even have to go back through the tree and take the bones through there. But if not, like it's kind of questionable with that, which is good. It gives us something to think about going into season 5, like how that's going to work out. Is the door going to come into play? Like now with the talismans possibly in question, how are they going to block this door off? If it does still have a talisman, do the talismans still work? I'm assuming Clara took them all, but again, we don't know for sure because they had the one down in the caves, which seemingly is gone.
Yeah.
And then the one on the door, we don't know if Clara for sure knew. I don't think she knew, but then again, with her being kind of behind the scenes and things, it's no telling what she heard from others. If people talked, like, I don't know if they're going to leave that sort of like, okay, yeah, Clara did get to hear about it, but even though we didn't get to see it, I'm kind of something for us again to look forward to next season. Right?
It is something. I'm fingers crossed. I'm hoping this was a moment for Clara and she kept one. Like I'm hoping that she did that, but I don't know. She might just genuinely be too scared because, you're fucking with Sofello and it's like, you just saw she just touched Elgin and made him explode. So, who knows? I don't know, Doc, if I went on to Tony's and attempted to tell him about my Clara theory. That's why he came on here and apologized to me because he was not on board with my Clara theories at all. So he did, but that was really sweet of Tony to come on and apologize. I thought that was really sweet of him. Because from New Yorker to New Yorker, I gave him shit right after. That's for sure. but it's like, I don't think, listen, I don't think the creators heard me or anything like that. I think that this was something that they thought about. I refuse to believe that it's something they just thought of this season with all the moments that she's now, and maybe they did. Maybe they looked past and said, oh, since we gave her all these moments, it would make sense to make her this character in the story. It's a possibility. It's a possibility. It's just, like I said, she just always stood out to me.
Do you think they got any other plot points from the fandom?
I think they do. I think one of my theories, they definitely do, because it's too many plot holes in my Toby and Jade theory. Too many plot holes.
It's going to be fun to see. Doug, he was actually going to eat that hot chip because he got my Clara theory wrong.
He gonna start crying.
He was supposed to actually eat that hot chip because, right? He said it on our stream that he was going to eat that hot chip because he got it wrong.
Hey, look, let me tell you, that hot chip put grown, tough gangster men to the ground. So I love Tony. That's my boy.
That's gonna be rough.
He gonna shed a tear.
He's gonna be hurt in the next day.
That ain't no joke.
That hot chip is no joke.
That ain't no joke. But yes, Doc.
But we don't know. We don't know if he go eat it.
Talking about.
I'm sorry. What was that?
No, I was telling Doc that that's actually what you're talking about. The fact that Toby didn't seem to know Jade.
That's exactly what I mean, Doc. Because
do you have a theory you willing to put a hot chip on?
Us?
Fuck no. I'm not that invested. I'm not that invested. Hey, look, I'll do a $20 bet before I eat a damn hot chip. Hey.
I'm willing to take a bet.
I'm willing to
take a bet. I'm willing to eat a hot chip if it's not anything to do with nothing and absolutely nothing Lovecraft. I'll eat one.
Yeah, I think that's what he was connecting it to, Doug.
I
think that's what he was connecting it to, Doug, because once Clara came revealed to be the mole, which is what I was trying to say to him, and that it wasn't Donna, I think that's what he was associating the hot chip with. So he said he was going to eat that hot chip.
Oh, yeah, he definitely did. Can I explain what I mean by the Toby and Jade situation?
Sure, go for it.
Quick. You know, just give y'all something to think about till season 5. 1, Toby gets out the car. When we go back and watch season 1, Toby gets out the car. And Scarlet corrected me earlier. I thought I was just finna put this in my new video, but Scarlet corrected me. I thought he said nobody, it's just us, but she put the closed captions on for me and found out I was wrong. But Toby never mentions Jade at all during season 1. When he says he goes up to Boyd and Kenny. He said we ran off the road. In my opinion, I think that was the writers trying to confuse us because Jade was in the back seat. But I don't think Toby knew Jade was the back seat. I don't think Toby knew Jade was in the back seat. He never mentions Jade. And on top of that, knowing after what we've seen in season 4, Sophia and the priest is all too similar between Sarah and Toby. I think Toby was unalive because he needed to be unalive because he didn't know Jade was there. If he knew Jade was there, it would have ruined this whole entire game. Whoever is playing, whoever is on Jade's side or whoever is on the Maniello side, whatever the case may be. But I think that was part of the game to bring Toby in, have him rush into town. He rushed the hell. We don't even know if Toby and Jade saw the tree because they didn't show it. But Toby immediately rushes to town and says, we ran off the road. We need help. But I don't think I could be wrong. You know what I'm saying? But I don't think, in my opinion, I don't think was signaling that it was him and Jade. The only reason Boyd saw Jade was because Jade was already in the midst of getting out the car. If Jade stayed in that car, they probably would have still looked in it, But Toby never mentions Jade. Even when he talks to Sarah, it's almost as if he's stumbling over his words. Why? I shouldn't have. But Sarah didn't give him a chance to talk because the voices in her head told her to unalive Toby.
So here's the question that I would have, that I would ask you when it comes to that, in your theory, because it's already been confirmed, if I'm not mistaken, that Tabitha and Jade, the reincarnations of allegedly Miranda and Christopher and so forth, are being called in by the children. So if they're being called in by the children, getting pulled in by the children, how would you explain that?
But I hold on. Can you repeat that question again?
So okay, so it's been confirmed that Tabitha and Jade's character has been being called, and the reason why they're being pulled there is the Nkui kids.
Right.
So if that's the case, are you saying that the good people snuck him in and Toby didn't know about it, or do you think he was the man in yellow doing it? Because that's where my confusion is.
Okay, so I think the man in yellow controlled Toby. I think he was controlling Toby to bring Jade in. I got to do some more deep diving on why it was Toby that brought Jade in. Why couldn't Jade drive by himself? Why was Jade in the back seat if he was supposedly drunk or whatever the case may be? He got out the car. I never thought Jade was intoxicated. It's almost
he was
like
weird because he was talking like he thought he was on the ground. Like Jade was tripping.
He didn't know he was in that car. That's part of my theory too. Jade didn't even know he was traveling into Fromland. That's just
nobody knew they were traveling into From.
No. I mean, like, I don't think he was. I don't think he knew he was in the car. Period. I don't think he knew he was.
Toby
in the car,
never
period.
checks the back seat when they crash.
He got out. He instantly stumbles and he starts walking straight into From.
He throws up and
he never mentions Jade at all. So I understand.
But he was kind of out of it too. So, like, part of me always thought maybe because with the throwing up and stuff, I was I was thinking he was going to go into a seizure at some point, but he never did.
And see, that's the thing, Scarlet. That's part of my theory.
I don't think though that it's like it's similar to. It reminds me of Elgin in the sense of when they come in, something happens to them. Like even Ethan, but I don't think it's like he was. Like, I still think they knew each other. I think they were just really fucked up. Because even Jade, when they start running to the house, he hits his head hard. Like, he's so out of it, he can't even walk.
Right. Papa Sock says, I like that theory, BabyKlay. I thought Toby got killed because there needed to be sacrifices for all the number of residents to equal.
But what I'm not trying to interrupt you, Dan. I was going to respond to Scarlet right quick. That's part of my theory, Scarlet, about the seizure that you just said. I think Toby entering into From was having a seizure, woke up by the time he saw the RV and it was too late. Boom, he drove off the road. But he was able to see that he drove off the road because of another vehicle. You know what I'm saying? I think that's just in my opinion. I think he was having a seizure on the way in From, just like how the priest was. Now, I'm like I said, I got to do more deep diving because I want to see if you have to be touched in order for this seizure to kick in. Elgin wasn't touched by the man in yellow, supposedly.
Well, neither was
Ethan. Neither was Sarah. So, but it's almost like he could control these seizures. It seems more
like the boy in white with those, because Elgin's. He seemingly was talking about like the boy in white gave him that vision. I have a feeling some of what Ethan had and his vision came from the boy in white.
Right. Incognito says Jade never mentioned a tree in the road. Plot hole or deliberate detail unfolded.
Well, if he was passed out in the back seat, he may have never seen it.
That's very true.
But it's crazy that we saw the Matthew stop at that tree, but we don't see Jade and Toby stop at that tree. I think that was purposely done. I think them showing Toby and Jade not seeing that tree, I think that was purposely done to have a little suspense. You know what I'm saying? Just a little bit. Because they showed the Matthews family seeing a tree, but they did not show Toby seeing a tree. He didn't even mention a tree. He didn't say, hey, we saw a tree and, you know, We ran off. He didn't say none of that because you want to know why? He was having a seizure. He wasn't even going to get to the tree in the first place. He no clipped in the from to bring Jade in so he could be with his long lost love, Tabitha.
Well, it's going to be interesting. I mean, listen, there's still so many things that are in play. Let's just be honest. There's still a lot of things that are in play.
Yeah.
Was this the season of answers? No. Was it the season of confirmation? Yes. But it also brought forth with it a ton of new questions, right? So we still have a big story to tell. There's still a big story to tell, and it's going to be very interesting to see how it's going to play out in season 5.
I can't wait.
The story's still a big story, so it's going to be interesting to see how they do things. But it's like, as far as Toby goes, I always found it interesting that why Sarah was directed for him. Like there had to have been more to it for Sarah to have to kill him. Maybe it has to do with the balance. Maybe it has to do with, they had too many people, and I don't know. Is that one of the answers we're gonna get? Maybe not. I don't know if that's gonna be on the checklist for From to go back that far and answer something like that. But they could, because they did that in Lost. Lost very much went back to the first season in their finale and answered a lot of questions. So I was always a big believer that the Talisman Hut is going to be From's Adam and Eve. We didn't know who Adam and Eve were in Lost until the finale. The last episode is when they finally did that reveal. I think that's going to be the Talisman Hut. I think we're going to get the reveal of the Talisman Hut probably at the very, very last episode. They're going to show something with the Talisman Hut.
I agree.
But as far as some of the other questions, the bile, the ring, Toby, more about the music box, the melody, the Lake of Tears, the spirits, because yes, Sophia says that she can take the form of those who died here. But the way those spirits work is so different from when we see the man in yellow transform into Sophia and does the whole transformation. Because we know at times when Father Khatri is visiting Boyd, we know where Sophia is. We've seen almost those scenes kind of parallel each other. So it's, who are the spirits? Is Jim a different kind of spirit? Is Abby a different kind of spirit? Are they controlled by the man in yellow? Are they all the man in yellow? That whole thing. Yeah, Tabitha started to dabble in the answers of the talisman. She looked at them and was able to figure out that they were her and Jade, and that's what gave her the idea to go down into the tunnels. But when Julie said, "Are you the one who made them?" she says, "I don't know." So that's still up in the air. Who actually created the talismans? With the reveal at the end of the man in yellow talking to the boy in white, were they created at the same time? What are their backstories? Where did they come to be with the children and with that first deal? Was that the first deal? The list of questions can go on and on, even when it comes to Clara. Okay, Clara reveals, we met when I entered the town. Okay, but when did you enter? When did you enter that the man in yellow was active? The only time we could think of is the time of the massacre when he was back in play. Did Clara enter, and was it something mental? Did the man in yellow pull a Sarah and was voices in her head? That's why she makes the whole assumption, I didn't think you were real, because it was a voice she heard in her head or a voice she was hearing in her head. I don't know. So it's I feel like with every kind of thing we got this season, with it came more questions. And I feel like our question board is just getting so big with 10 episodes to have to tell those answers. So they're definitely are either going to not give us all the answers, they're going to pick and choose what they feel are the most important answers to give us. So we're going to have to just wait and see what happens in season 5.
I agree with you 100%. And my question is, at least one of the characters, Sarah's got to be at least one of the characters that's very, very, very important to the story, because she's getting, guided by the boy in white and manipulated by Sofello compared to any other character.
Yes, Delilah, always more questions. Always more questions. But there has to come a point where that has to stop. Like because if that's how this is going to work, and with every answer we get more questions, they're never going to be able to answer all the questions. They're just never going to be able to do it. So what questions, what reveals are going to be the ones that they give us and what they deem worthy to give us, and what are going to be the ones that they're just like, we're going to leave it up to you guys.
Here's a question I have to ask you, man. As another Lost reference. When it comes to these writers in Lost, do you think they already have a plan to do some type of encyclopedia?
That I don't know. I do know the encyclopedia came to be because there's a group when it comes to Lost that are like fans, but they're fans who have access, like how Lizzie has access, like Jerry has access. Anybody who's got access to the show itself. They came together and worked with the show to create that encyclopedia. So it was partly fan-based and it was partly show that came together and created that encyclopedia because they needed confirmations in order to create that encyclopedia. So that's how they were able to create something like that. I don't know if when From ends, if they're going to be able to do something like that. I don't think it's going to be as big because Lost was just a bigger show. It had more information, more depth, more things to create something like that. Maybe they'll give us something on a smaller scale. I would love to see it. I would love to see it, but I don't know because I don't know what the plans for From is. If they plan on doing spin-offs, if they plan on doing other things to broaden the From universe, they might not want to put something like that out because some of those questions are going to be answered in something else. So by doing something like that, you're going to answer questions or give reveals that they might not want to give us yet if they don't give us everything.
It's like DLC.
You know?
Yeah, that makes total sense the way you do explain it. I understand now.
Oh, and I wanted to respond to what Papa Sox was saying. He had a question about the man in yellow being like Tabitha's imaginary friend. I don't think that. I think what he meant, I could be wrong on this too, but I'm just taking it as I could see it. I think when he's told Tabitha that, oh no, I'm not mad at you, or I like doing this with you, or et cetera, et cetera. I think he was doing this to every version of Tabitha, and he's just reminiscing based off her energy, quote unquote. You know what I'm saying? Because this is the very first time that our Tabitha, the one that we've seen and From, has ran into the man in yellow. But I think past Tabitha's has ran into the man in yellow, and that's what he actually remembers. You know what I'm saying? That's what he loves. That's just the way I took it, though.
I think you can compare it to when Cowboy said it's nice for us all to be back together again.
Yeah, something like that. You know,
it's just talking about the past reincarnations of those two.
Yeah.
Papa Sox, it was a long time ago with Lost. I don't remember if it was if he was supposed to die in the pilot, but yes, he was almost like Victor. He was not supposed to make it out of the first season, but it's literally the same thing that they said was like the thing with Victor is kind of what happened with Jack's character. He was not supposed to make it out of the first season.
No, I've heard it too.
They need to do more though than put a drawing Victor only briefly flashes, but doesn't discuss with Doug carrying a child as a validation that Eloise is dead. They should have had him cry that. What I don't know what that.
Are you talking about the picture where Victor's drawing of the man in yellow and it looks like a smaller body?
Okay. Okay.
Back, or what was it, episode or two back?
Okay. Incognito says exactly. The feeling season 4 gave me one reveal, more questions. It's like endless parchment. Yes. So it's like Doc also said he remembered and mentioned Eloise, but oh well. I'm sure the Eloise thing will have some kind of payoff or relevance anyway. Well, that's the thing that's like the showrunners allegedly came out and confirmed that Eloise is dead. But it's everybody's kind of in limbo. Is like, do we believe them? Are they just gaslighting us? Are they just telling us to throw us off? So when that reveal comes, it's more revealing. I don't know, but allegedly one of the things the showrunners came out and said was that Eloise is dead.
Yeah, and I found it in the thing somewhere down in here. It is in there, the question that the person asked. I seen it earlier, but there were so many in here I was reading through on that Reddit.
So I don't know. I don't know. We're gonna, like I said, we're gonna have to wait and see what happens, and hopefully we won't have to wait that long. Allegedly, they're gonna be filming soon, and we're gonna see, because I also have some cameos in the works where I was able to ask some questions to some folks, and I'm waiting to get the cameos back, and we're gonna have to wait and see what they have to say.
I can't wait.
It's gonna be interesting. It's gonna be interesting. But Real Cinema Therapy says, Man in Yellow said Tabby is the closest to a friend he has, yet he ate Miranda. Well,
I mean, that's something they got to answer to in season 5. Like, why is Tabitha his closest friend and he ate Miranda? What about the lady
in a really
previous
weird
Miranda?
way?
You know what I'm saying?
It could be a friendship, because think about it. She's been reborn so many times. That would maybe be the closest thing the Man in Yellow would have to a friendship, because that's who his game constantly centers around.
Yeah.
So the fact that she's going further this time excites him. Like, you're doing something different. Why would I kill you now? Like, I think when it came to Miranda, they were already at the end game. There was nothing Miranda could do any further to change anything. So it was, okay, this is the end of the cycle. It's time to stop it. That's what happens. But I think Tabitha's going further. So like the end game got pushed a little bit, but Man in Yellow's still preparing for it. Like, it's still going to be he thinks Man in Yellow's working like he's already won. So he's under the impression. That's why he says to the boy in white, I've always loved your optimism. Like, you almost like the boy in white says all the time, I'm going to win this time. I'm going to win this time. And that time has yet to come. But then she acknowledges that he's growing up. So is that because this version of Tabitha got the furthest? Is that what is causing him to also change? Is the fact that they might be getting the rituals done right this time? Because maybe every past cycle got the ritual wrong and you could only get but so far before it's reset time? I don't know. I don't know. But you guys are like popping in I'm not used to this, Scarlet. I'm not as good as you. Pulling up people in the chat and keeping track of all this stuff. Any thoughts on both Man in Yellow and Boy in White both wearing white in the season finale? I thought it would have been cute if Sophia had on like a yellow dress of some kind, just to stick with that color. That would have been pretty interesting.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know. I mean, she's trying to come off as innocent, so I mean, it's interesting just to see them both in the white. But I don't have any other thoughts on it myself.
Right, and I love how Sophia was like skipping, like it just like goes to show like she's ancient, but she's in like just has this innocent way. Like even when the Man in Yellow was walking away from Tabitha, he was like whistling a tune. Like it's almost like even the entity is childlike. Like, this is a game, we're playing a game, and just his eager and like the enthusiasm the entity shows is almost childlike. So, but thank you guys again. We have been going for 3 hours. We are going to be wrapping it up here soon. It is the 4th of July. I know people had a long day, whether you're at the beaches, pools, fireworks. I don't know what you guys did, but any final thoughts on, the season thus far? I know we're going to be bringing Jerry and Thrifty on to be breaking down the Peach Truck map because we blew Jerry's mind. He was like, what the fuck is that? What am I looking at right now? Jerry was like, okay, yeah, we have to talk about this. So I know we're going to be setting something up on Scarlet's channel with Jerry and Thrifty to talk about the Peach Truck map. And all you guys on panel are more than welcome to probably join the conversation because it's going to be fun to see what Jerry thinks about that. And then I know we're going to have Thrifty and Jerry here on the Witch's Brew to talk some Clara. So we have some fun things coming up. And what about you, Scarlet? What you got going on? Are you gaming Monday? Are we going to continue some From discussion? I'm still waiting to hear back from JH. I know he wants to join us at some point because he has not had a chance to talk about the finale with us. So we're going to be having JH on at some point.
Yeah, I'm not fully sure. Depending on some of the folks like Jerry, JH, Thrifty, and some other folks who want to come back and talk about some other things. For right now, I think I am going to just go with Monday as from, and then just leave Friday nights or open panels and gaming nights. I'm kind of going back and forth. It really just depends on if we hear anything back for this week. That might flip, but I think I'll go with that for now. Monday will be From, and Friday will be games.
Okay. And what about you, BabyKlay? I know you've been dropping your shorts. You've been doing your thing over on TikTok. What you got going on? I know you were just announced the winner of Horror Tuber of the month of July. So you have to put out your nominees and your video and nominate your next nominees.
Horror Tuber. Oh yeah. I definitely will get that done in a couple of days. I got a few people I've been looking at. And like I said, yeah, I've been trying to do the short thing, I have a ton of them, TikTok, YouTube, whichever platform y'all comfortable with. And I try to avoid theories, main characters that people are already looking at. I try to look at these side characters like Tilly, also like Toby, like people that you don't see a lot, but they played a significant role, also like Martin. But so I try to shy away and be different. Even if I'm wrong, I still have fun creating the theories and spending my hours, talking to you guys about them. So, but just check me out, on my YouTube with the shorts, and same thing, Everything Broke Down on TikTok.
There you go. And what about you, Mr. James? You said we're gonna get to talk some Widows Bay. I'm so excited.
Yes.
Can't take it back. You said it live. You can't take it back. No take backs.
Oh no, I'm going to give it to you for the Widows Bay live stream, either Tuesday or Thursday, one of those two. We'll do it.
So excited. Well, what else you got going on? How's your Patreon doing?
There's a lot of people there, a lot of supporters, but it's I think I need to put some I've just been trying to transfer my channel content over to Patreon, and I haven't had a lot of time to do new content. So I need to go in and do a couple of new videos and put up on Patreon.
Right. Well, your radio broadcast was really fun. I like that. That was cool.
Yep.
Yes. Real Cinema's asking if we are covering Dead City.
I'm going to start covering it. There's a sneak peek scene that's out right now, and it just, if the whole series is like that sneak peek scene, it's going to be hard to get through.
No, I haven't seen it yet. Is it that bad?
I just thought the acting, to me, it come across like, okay, let's set up this scene and run through it, and we're going to shoot a version of it, and then we'll get serious and actually shoot the scene in a minute, and they gave us the scene, the setup scene, you know, like I don't know, kind of like they weren't even trying, but that's just
They
me.
probably weren't. To be honest with you, they probably fucking weren't. They probably weren't. Fucking Gimple.
Yeah, so we'll see. We'll see.
Right?
I might start reviewing it.
Awesome. When does it start? It starts soon, right?
Yeah, the end of this month,
I thought
around
so.
the 26th or something like that, 25th, 26th.
Okay, and Chaz says we are getting GTA 6 before From ending. Let's be happy. Yes, I know my husband is extremely happy. He is so excited to get GTA 6 finally. So that is a plus. That is a plus. What about you, Mr. Jaxon? You dropped your first video. I know you're going to be doing things with Mr. Darce'lph. You guys are going to be talking a whole bunch of stuff.
Yes, absolutely. We're going to cover a lot of things with the myths behind the legends. That's going to be just myths, legends, like Percy Jackson, the books, the shows, stuff like that. And me personally, this is what I wanted to. I should just get this out the way first. James, you've been covering Widow's Bay, and I feel like I shouldn't cover it because you've been covering it. So
No, we've
so
told you.
I know, but I just want to ask him. Like, I'd rather, if it's okay with you, talk to you and give you the script and do it with you instead of doing it on my own.
I mean, either way, you know, I don't care, but you know, I'm just saying you need to build content, man. You should do it. You should do it.
I appreciate that, but I have I'll be able to do both, but I wanted to get that out the way first because I have that in mind, and then I'm also having the whole Devil May Cry anime series compared to the comic book and all the canon game lore, along with all the mythologies, legends, religions, all the folklores, everything combined with all that. Basically, everything I just mentioned with Devil May Cry, I'm doing it with a complete analysis with every single god breakdown. And I'm going to categorize all the gods. Like, for example, I'll take Enki and give them the representation of Poseidon and so forth, all the way from each pantheon, from every Easter egg, every analysis that I can point out myself when it comes to From, along with Silo, along with Severance, along with Yellow Jackets, Lost. So I have a lot of scripts already complete. Just need the bits. But stay tuned because by the end of this month, I plan to have at least 30 videos out. I don't know if that's a lot, but that's my goal.
That's a lot.
Nice. Good. I wish I had that kind of speed. I wish I had that kind of speed. But no, that's awesome. It's going to be a lot of fun to see what you're going to do. And I know, Ray, you're going to be floating around with us. You're going to, with any live streams you want to join us with, even if you want to come join the dark side and play some D&D with us, I can certainly find a home for you.
You have to let me know when the D&D is going to start.
Yes. We're getting very close. All our artwork is almost done. For you guys who don't know, over here at the Witch's Brew, we play live D&D games here, and we do it in the world that I created, and we are going to put on a whole production. It's going to be a lot of fun. James is playing our Dark Lord. Scarlet is one of our main characters that plays, and I get to torment, and she gets to torment me. It's a lot of fun, and we are just going to have a lot of fun with the D&D stuff. Even though I tell her all the time just to get out of my head, but it's too late.
I do want to say this though. I am I got some things going on behind the scenes.
Nice. Do tell if you can.
This particular thing, I don't want to give it away just yet, but hopefully it'll come out soon.
Okay.
And this is From content that I'm talking about.
Nice.
And then as far as like anything else, like I'm learning. So when it comes to the editing and stuff like that, we'll see.
Okay.
We'll see what I come out with. But
Good.
I'm more into doing streams than editing. But we'll see what comes out.
Well, you know, you always have a home over here on the Witch's Brew, and you are more than welcome to join for anything that we do. You know that. And it's going to be fun. And yes, Incognito, I heard about Colony, and it's gotten really good reviews. I'm going to be checking it out at some point because it's supposed to be really, really good. It's supposed to be really, really good. And it's done by the people who brought you Train to Busan, and that was really good. So I'm also really excited. We are finally getting the second season to All of Us Are Dead, which will be coming out at the end of the year, and we will be covering over here. So I'm excited for that. I'm hopefully going to be jumping back into Parasite. We started watching that Korean sci-fi show, so I'm hoping we could finish that. A lot of things in the works. I do have a full Clara kind of deep dive video that I'm working on, and I'm going to be busting out some more shorts. I have some All of Us Are Dead shorts I'm going to be knocking out very soon, and just stay tuned. We have a lot of things in the works. But thank you guys so much for joining us on this 4th of July. I hope everybody had a blast. We will be back here Monday on Scarlet's channel, Tuesday on James's channel, and then rinse and repeat. Rinse and repeat, folks. So make sure you are in the Discord. If you won any prizes, that you reach out to me and let me know, because I am going to start boxing things up and getting them out to ship, hopefully by next week. And then I will be ordering the t-shirts as well. So I need your sizes for anybody who ordered a t-shirt. And then we'll just take it from there. But you know what we say here, guys. Always keep your magic at the ready, because life is always better with a little bit of magic. So until next time, guys, stay safe and
peace.
Stay out of trouble. Bye, guys.
Good night, everybody. Happy holidays.
Bye, everybody.
Bye.
Through the white winds, the shadows are calling. Frost on my breath as the night ignites. Ice in my veins, but my fire is burning. I ride the storm under silver lights. Witches brew, the night won't break us. Snow can't hide the path we take. Hear the howl, the storm can shake us, but we stand strong, we will not quake. Frozen skies and the moonlight's whisper. Magic flows through the winter air. Every step leaves a mark in a blizzard. Every spell sparks a brilliant flare. Witches brew, the night won't break us. Snow can't hide the path we take. Hear the howl, the storm can shake us, but we stand strong, we will not quake. Ice and amber, we'll remember. Cold forever, stand as one, we fall as never. Always never. Witches brew, the night won't break us. Snow can't hide the path we take. Hear the howl, the storm can shake us, but we stand strong, we will not quake. Fade on repeat. Stand strong over the snowstorm. When we roll in our love fire, we will not. We stand strong over the snowstorm, over the snowstorm, over the snowstorm. Through the white winds, the shadows are calling.
alter my path as the night ignites. Ice in my veins, but my fire is burning. I ride the storm